and this isn't the first time I've done that.
Breaking you in.
I would certainly have to do 3 to 5 mil range.
3 to 5 million to bottom for the 7 times.
And I think that's, though both those numbers are reasonable.
Yeah.
Having had multiple prostate checks, I can tell you it would require about 3 or 4 million.
Yeah, I'm worried about the recovery time and also the mental capacity of having to think about that every single day of the rest of my life. It would take probably that amount of money to drown your
Well, at least it was Tom Brady. You'd probably get over it pretty quick.
Exactly.
I think this is what most radio stations are talking. When Tom Brady just retired, they're all talking about how much it would take to bottom for him.
That's correct.
Cut 5.
What is she doing?
Just pretending like she's with somebody.
So it's like a proverbial cut.
Yeah, she's always by herself, but she's talking to you in the camera. If you bought this, obviously you know what's going to happen.
Like she would say, like, "Oh, you're hard? That's really tiny."
Oh. You learned that on your dark web that you visited the other
Well, now you don't have to go to the dark web. You just type in one word and
Well, she knows guys are paying for this. So she's doing a video for them, a cuck video, because these guys want to be cucked. So she'll talk into the camera while she's, "Oh, you're back again. Just want to watch me have sex with this man who's really big compared to you, loser." And she'll like,
and that right there is a cuck, even though there's not another boy.
Yeah, she'll put up her pinky. "Here, this is you."
Oh.
And she'll do things like that. But Mistress T always has somebody with her, a male, and she'll be talking to a guy, just berating the hell out of him.
I haven't done much show prep in terms of actually videos of cucks. Now, obviously the female is berating the male. Now, does the male get involved as well in terms of the person mounting your significant other?
No, he sits over there and takes it. Or sometimes he'll...
Can't say anything?
Well, sometimes he will.
Does he ever respond to these
Sometimes he will.
insults?
But he'll agree. "You're right, mistress. I am a loser.
Okay,
I am small." Sometimes he'll interact, but he's always got his head down,
What has
pouting.
to happen to you during your life where you want someone to come in and mount your wife and yell at you at the same time?
Cut 6.
Tim, I saw that all the stars were out in L.A. last night. Magic Johnson, Big Sean, J-Lo, etc. Made me nostalgic for the days when Hollywood's finest would venture down Highway 40 and into the Edward Jones Dome to watch their favorite fighting Grammys. That's from Little Tommy Tribbins.
I saw Kevin Hart there once. I don't know how many other movie stars we had. Leo was at the game yesterday.
I saw Hove there one time against the Lions.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh. He was looking at Todd Gurley, his newest Rock Nation.
Jay-Z was there at one time.
So this is where the stars.
You said
stars are
Ho.
out in St. Louis.
Didn't you say Ho?
Hove. That's Jay-Z's nickname.
Oh, I don't know that.
I don't either.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ho was there, too.
That was good.
What's Hove mean? What does Hove
Is
mean?
that reference to Jehovah?
I don't know.
He doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. H to the OV.
Okay, stop that kind of talk.
H to the Izzo.
H to the Hove. And those were the cuts of the week.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan for Design Air Heating and Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, and if there's one thing I know about you, Ryan, you keep it 100.
Man, that sounds so good. If you're VA eligible, you can buy a house with 100% financing. That means no money down. And if you want to refinance, you can cash out 100% of the appraised value. That means more money. Our interest rates are always 100 times better. If you're VA eligible, get the loan that you've earned. I'll pay for your appraisal, get you the lower rate, and close your VA loan as little as 21 days. Apply online today at HeroLoan.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled-high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and I still own. and it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You are listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM, TMASTL.com, and YouTube.com/TMASTL from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Welcome to our Munganest St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, the Plowhawk, and Action Jackson, Virgin Pringles Sauce Boss with you on the presentation until 10 o'clock. And Doug, today is our Friday. The show is a best of tomorrow. You can send your complaints for that to Negril111
Gmail.
at Gmail.
And Negril is spelled how?
Spell it however you want, but it's Gmail.
Yep.
Negrill?
That's correct.
And 4 1s in Gmail.
Okay.
Have fun.
All right.
I now have a knitting thing that I'm subscribed to.
Knitting?
All right. You enjoy knitting? Did you go to a lot of Rams games?
I didn't subscribe, but
I can see you knitting.
knitting daily.
At the very least, crocheting.
No, never got into that.
Okay.
My mom did that. She would knit us sweaters, and we'd have to wear them.
Then you didn't like them?
No.
What was wrong with these sweaters?
Well, she wasn't a good knitter.
Gosh, I feel bad for your mom. Doing all that work, and then the kids don't appreciate the sweaters.
Appreciate your knitting.
She was an angel of a lady, but couldn't knit.
I feel bad for that gal.
Couldn't give haircuts either, but we got them.
We have a Felix's Pizza drop today.
Oh, is that right?
Woot, woot, woot. Woot, woot, woot. Woot, woot, woot.
In the butt.
They're bringing pizza? Is that what I'm to understand?
That's right, that's right.
Wow.
How do you do? Friday night is pizza night this week with Felix's Pizza Pub, felixspizzapub.com. And you can get in where you fit in on that. This deal is a free biggest slice in St. Louis. It's like a pizza in itself. It's a $10 value. When you buy any pizza, 12-inch or 18-inch pizza, it's Felix's Pizza Pub, and it's going through this Saturday. And 10% of the sales will be going to Make-A-Wish. It's Felix's Pizza Pub. Friday night is pizza night, and they are dropping off pizza at approximately 9 o'clock. So that is where you can get your Friday night is pizza night this week. Felix's Pizza Pub, and then you can think about it. You can get involved on the show by texting in 314-881-TMA5, 314-881-TMA5, Engineered Design Facilities text inbox. You can call into the Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone lines. Maybe you want to make a statement. We're not going to be on live again until Monday, and you feel like you need to make a statement for the weekend. 636-9004-TMA, and of course, email in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Sweet mother of pearl, Doug, it's already hot out there. So if you're running into air conditioning problems, go to designairservice.com and work with the great Seth Goldcamp. It's already 81 degrees. It's going to be 98 today. We kind of get a little break. 93 tomorrow and 89 on Saturday. 90 on Sunday, and then here we go, Jack. 99, 102, 98, 97, 99, 99. If that air conditioning goes out, go to designairservice.com and click on the Book Now tab, and you are working with Seth Goldcamp and his outstanding staff at Design Air Heating and Cooling, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the sponsor of our email of the day. Yesterday, what a fun story to see Brian Henshin take the lead midway through the month of June. And Brian Henshin has a one-game lead on some legends, like, Timmy Tom, Don Hoffman, who is really tickling the fancy of Action Jackson, Mr. Licks. I don't know if Mr. Licks' stock is rising, but as Riggs said, Doug, relevancy is currency.
Oh.
And I feel like Mr. Licks right now is at peak relevancy, but is his stock valuable? I don't know how to evaluate that.
Well, there's not many stocks that are going up right now, so chances are it's going down.
Would Henshin drive in from Indianapolis to go to Motley Crue?
Yes.
If he won.
Yes, he would. Because he wants to cover my fan page club championship match presented by Michelob Ultra, he said.
I don't know that he's covering anything.
We can time it out, and that'd be fun, because I know Vince Neil plays a lot of golf, so maybe Vince Neil can be in the pairing with me and Mike Suddeth.
Tommy Lee's a stick.
Is he really?
No.
Oh, he probably, no way.
You don't think so?
Has a stick.
Oh, Bill.
Yeah, he does. Knows how to use it, too.
Huh.
Good around the green.
Oh. So Henshin's a real threat to win this thing.
Dangerous. Very dangerous.
I wish he'd write for the paper and not so much for us.
He's dangerous because, you know, even though I don't care for his writing skills, if he writes the best email, I'll vote for him.
You did yesterday.
Yeah, most people would think that I won't vote for him, so he can never win.
You're a man of honor, a man of integrity.
If I think it's a good email, you're getting my vote. So he has a shot.
So sick.
Well,
so sick.
But he did send in 2, and I voted for the second one.
Yeah,
so.
you said you don't care for his writing ability.
Well, he is pretty good at JV women's lacrosse articles. He already has that advantage.
They have a junior varsity women's lacrosse writer at the Indianapolis Star?
Well, you got to give him something. He's not doing the big sports.
Hey, guys, Hayden Buckley's a Banty Rooster right now. That's from the Green Park Goblin.
And who would that be?
He's in the league.
He went to the University of Missouri, but I think he's 1 under along with a number of players out on the golf course, but I don't know why he would be a Banty Rooster.
Are people watching coverage already?
Oh, it started at 5:45. Michael Wellington and Chris Nagel will be on the course at, in a half hour. 40 minutes, I guess.
That's about right. Yeah.
Morikawa's out there, Rahm's out there, Spieth's out there. McIlroy's out there, Schauffele's out there, and the big boys are out there. I guess they're doing that to make sure that they have them in prime afternoon time tomorrow. That's my thought process.
I guess. I would never want to golf at 5:45 in the morning. When are you getting up at 3:30?
Well, that's our time. 6:45 East Coast.
I don't like
I think
it.
I'd prefer that over like an 8:50.
You prefer 5:45?
I'd rather. I mean, I like golfing early in the morning. I like the dew and the weather. It's not super hot.
Mountain Dew.
You get the pure greens, no spike marks, even though I don't know many people that wear spikes anymore.
Yeah, you're not landing in a bunch of
Tommy
divots
Armour.
in the fairway. So.
I think JT does. When he walks on the concrete, I can hear the clicking. And, you know, they're fresh air, so it's the greens are probably a little softer in the morning. They start baking
How about
up.
sleeping?
And you're done at like 2 in the afternoon.
How about we get a decent night's sleep?
Or like noon even, depending.
I'll go to bed early.
No, I don't want to get up at 3:30 to play
I went
golf
to bed about
or do
9
anything
last
else,
night.
really.
That's what sucks when I go to bed early. I went to bed at 9. I woke up like 3:30. I usually get 6.5, 7 hours sleep. So I set the alarm, but I woke up at 3:30. Yeah, I'll stay up now.
Just lay there in bed.
Yeah, what'd you do? Did you pleasure yourself?
You got some shots in.
That's way too early. No, I made a cup of coffee, sat on the patio, played a little golf rival, checked emails, took a shower, just relaxed.
Did you set up a cup 3 feet in length at your apartment? And
Oh, pepper on Genie crime.
No, I did no putting yesterday.
Good.
I worked on everything else, but
You watch any self-help videos to calm your nerves or anything?
yeah. No, the only book I read every once in a while, last year I go to Normandy with my Dave Pell's Short Game Bible.
Dave Chappelle's short
Dave
game?
Chappelle, yeah, he is really good around the green.
Short Game Guru, Dave Pell's.
Pell's.
And I would just kind of open to certain chapters and look at it, and then I'd work on things.
Florida had a football coach named Charlie Pell.
Oh, yeah, how was he?
Oh, well, he's all right. I guess this was a brother of the guy that wrote this golf book, probably.
Bourbon Pell.
Yeah. It's nice to get a Pell grant.
Oh, yeah.
that is a good.
Those are nice. They just really are.
It's nice to get bourbon at 7:15.
I need a shot right
All right, here you go. Fistful of bourbon. That's what I got for you. Let's pour ourselves one, Doug. Let's celebrate the fact that today is essentially Friday.
Essentially, it
for
is.
the show.
For us, anyway.
That is correct. Iggy and I competing at what is considered to be the highest level. I think 7th or 8th flight out of 10 in our member guest tournament this week. It begins this afternoon. And, we're just going to go out there and we're going to compete. But I'm going to get intoxicated, and I'm going to enjoy Fistful of Bourbon. There's a new whiskey in town. Fistful of Bourbon's the name, and Going Down Easy is their game. The kin behind Fistful has spent over 100 years concocting the finest blend of 5 whiskeys this side of the Smokies, making it the smoothest bourbon your mouth will ever feel. This is the kind of complexity that can only be accomplished with good old-fashioned hard work and sound alchemy. And that's why Fistful of Bourbon keeps winning gold medals, blue ribbons, and whatnots at every fancy liquor competition from the Berkshires to Bakersfield. Get wise, pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Enjoy Fistful of Bourbon responsibly. And think about it, I guess. I don't know.
Plowsy just brought out a very nice-looking glazed donut, absolutely covered with sugar.
It's actually like
boy, that is nice.
I think it's not a glaze. It didn't have that.
It's a cake donut.
Yeah, it's a cake donut with little powder, and not even powdered sugar, just grain sugar.
It's just sugar. Every time you touch it and come back, you're going to have at least 100 sugar granules on your pincers.
He's got a backup over there.
You got a backup donut?
Yeah, I got a secondary.
In case this one falls or
chocolate
something?
sprinkle.
You intend to eat them both.
100%. Then we got Felix's. So
I thought maybe the second one was a stunt donut.
No, they're both going to be destroyed.
Oh, will
for
they?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird that it's a Friday and a Thursday. Such a weird feeling.
Bizarre.
I'm a fan. I like a nice Thursday, Friday situation.
Sure.
I really want to get out to Westboro and see the back nine tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame it. Well, we're playing tomorrow. We're playing 27 Plowhawk. I think at 8, 11, and Doug is the third one at 3 or
I
is
don't
it
have any idea,
2?
Tim. I don't have any idea.
And then I got to head to Felix's to get the Friday Night's Pizza Night right afterwards.
Well, that's the priority, the pizza.
Yeah.
Would you guys prefer a Friday off or a Monday off? What would be
I think
general?
Monday.
In general.
Man.
Not this situation, but just in general.
If I'm going on vacation, a Friday. But if I'm staying at home chilling, probably a Monday.
When I was in college, I took almost every Friday off. Thursday was a big night to howl.
Oh, yeah.
Gould?
There was no Friday school.
Yeah, I did kind of the same thing. I would always try to schedule it so that I didn't have classes.
Because we studied so darn hard on the other 4 days. You just kind of needed a mental break.
Right. Well, not because Big 12 was doing 75-cent triple wells on Thursday.
It had nothing to do with it.
No.
My senior year, I think I was going to school like 3 days a week. I just take 2 days off.
This was at Merrimack?
No, Brentwood.
Oh, we're talking high school.
We're in the high school.
Yeah,
High school, 3 days a week. How'd you pull that off?
Well, Merrimack, I took almost every day off.
Yeah.
I didn't even buy books.
Did
No,
you
I
get
just
any
I
kind
knew
of
it.
degree or anything?
Well, I knew I was going to graduate from high school. We just go play golf or go to a baseball game or just go behind Velvet Freeze and smoke.
Oh,
All day?
Smoking chronic at picnics.
Pretty much.
Oh, me, Mace Dog, Rick and all. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't do a full day in my senior year in high school. Didn't do one single full day.
Really?
Would skip half the day. Yep.
I didn't miss a day of school, not one day, until I was like a 10th grader, and I got the flu and missed like 3 days in a row, and I was just crushed that I couldn't get through all the way through with a perfect attendance.
Tim was like that in bowling, weren't you? Did you have perfect
I
attendance?
did in 1984 at Redbird Lanes. That's
You get a
correct.
little trophy for that?
I did.
I got one as well.
Did you?
I just got a patch.
Patch.
Oh, I got a nice trophy.
I never had good attendance.
Well, what else did you have to do? I was always afraid to miss school. I never wanted to get in trouble by missing school.
I don't know, Canton, everything's walking distance. You have Big Creek Park right across the street.
And what are you going to do there all day?
That's the go-to spot to just go smoke and chill and eat your KFC.
Oh, God.
Eat your cake.
Get a bucket of chicken.
You get a bucket of chicken.
And smoke
roll
all
up a
day?
couple
That just sounds
joints.
awful.
And so that's how we spent our second half of the day. And so then they implemented cameras that were like embedded with our door system. So right when like the bell rang, it locked. So
Yeah.
you couldn't just come willy-nilly. But
So you're trapped like rats.
yeah, but no, the gym door, side door was unlocked. So you just go through there.
Where was this chicken? You have to walk to KFC to get it?
No, our high school was right by a Hy-Vee, a Dollar General, KFC, and a McDonald's. So you had a couple options there right next to you. You ain't
It's
got
like the Sunset Strip.
Oh, it was a good little
So
strip
you
mall
walk
there.
over there, you say, load it up, give me a tub of fried fat.
And then walk down to the park.
Go to the park and sit there and eat for several hours.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
And then go home and say nothing about that to your parents.
Nah.
No. Did they ever know? They're finding out now.
Oh, they knew.
You got sugar all over your mouth.
Ooh, sticky.
Nice.
Yeah. Nathan from the east side of Alton is not happy There is no chance that shrunken-headed, nervous smokestack can make it through 27 holes in this heat. That's from Nathan from the east side of Alton. And then Tracy Woodson is concerned. And Doug, Tracy Woodson is a sideline reporter on CBS, correct?
I thought he played third base for the Cardinals and Dodgers.
I'm thinking of the wrong person. Or they share the same name.
Maybe
It's Tracy Woodson. I think she's Tracy Wolfson.
Nurse?
I think the CBS girl is Tracy Wolfson.
Well, I guess there's no way to find out. That's the disappointing thing.
Wolfson?
Tracy Woodson played for the Cardinals.
Yeah, third base.
Yeah, you're right.
Guy.
Now, you, of course, don't pronounce the L, but by definition, Iggy was right. Tracy Woodson was with the Cardinals. Tracy Wolfson has been working with the number one broadcast team on CBS for a while now.
Yeah, she's the best in the business, I think.
Is that right?
How about Dot Pepper?
Oh, Dottie's the
I like Dottie. Dottie's cool, too.
man. She's so
We hung
good.
out at the PGA Championship.
You're
You
tight
guys
with
hung out with Dottie Pepper when they were at Belle Reve.
For about a half hour in the media room. Kind of hung out and talked.
What'd you talk about?
Just golf and the old LPGA days and Michelob Ultra Championship in St. Louis.
That was always a fun event.
I enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed that when I was here.
Well, I caddied in it, so
That's not why I enjoyed it.
well, that's why I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it because Annika Sorenstam used to seem to win it every
Well,
year.
she did, except for 2 years. She won it every year.
Nice.
I think Lisa Lott Neumann won the first year.
They must
Lisa Lott Neumann won?
They must have somebody good on their bags.
Yeah, professionals.
Yeah,
But my
people
girls
knew what
made the
they were
cut every
doing.
year. I was taking the direct of the LPGA Tour, who were like down 200 on the money list, and I got them through the cut every time.
I think they dragged you through it. You're saying they would have failed if you hadn't been on the bag?
Yeah, if they'd had one of those members' kids doing it. Yeah.
So what do you have? You get on the tee and you go, here's your driver. Okay.
Well, help with yardage, putts, direction, things like that.
All right.
That's why I think Nagel will do well today, because he's got Welly on the bag. I think I'll play well today because I have Tim in my cart.
Why didn't Nagel get you for his bag?
I couldn't caddy 18 holes.
Why?
I almost died yesterday just taking my clubs from the driving range in my car.
I saw you were at Family Golf yesterday. I went up there later, and RJ from Family Golf says Iggy was up here earlier.
Yeah, I saw RJ, saw Adam.
Oh, you saw Adam? I haven't seen Adam a couple weeks, but I know he was out of town. But Family Golf, of course, giving TMA listeners 50% off a swing analysis. Were you hitting off the turf, or were you hitting off the AstroTurf?
I went down to the turf and had it all to myself.
It was closed when I got there.
Really? Maybe it's because I
It was
dug it
probably
all up.
still closed. Oh, no.
Maybe my tee box was all dug up.
You were the only one down there, Riggs?
I was. And then a gentleman came down later. And then I guess a high school
Well, there's a
golfer.
members tee area, and then there's open to the public tee area with grass.
Yeah, I teed up the grass.
On the one that wasn't...
I think you were hitting on a closed tee.
No, because another gentleman came down, and then a high school girl came down later, and she was hitting balls, so it was open.
Gosh.
I mean,
you
even
didn't
said
tear it
open.
up.
Even said open.
You didn't tear it up, did you?
I replaced divots.
a lot of compression.
I mean, I hit the ball well. I really did.
Is that right?
I mean, I probably hit 200 balls. I know on Facebook I said 1,000 balls, and then Jay called me out. No way you hit 1,000. Well, it's tongue in cheek.
Well, I miss a lot on the fan page.
Yeah, boy.
That was my
I don't know if you-
page, I think.
You don't miss.
That was your personal page?
Yeah, I just why there's no cooking show tonight? I'm beat. I just hit 1,000 balls.
Doug, I miss a lot on Facebook.
So you're so tired after hitting golf balls even the next day you can't recover?
I mean, it was like 100 degrees yesterday,
Yeah.
and there was no clouds. And I mean, I pounded them. I mean, I started with
Nutted it.
58 degree to 54 degree to my pitching wedge. Went to an 8-iron.
Doug,
7
we're
iron,
going through the
6 iron.
bag right now.
Yeah.
I just went through the bag and then went back to the wedge, and then I went over to the short game area, which is just. I talked to Adam yesterday. I said, you know what? You and your wife have got it all. I said, your wife has built the greatest soccer stadium in the country. And I said, this facility is probably the best in the country. The short game area was over there hitting out of the rough, hitting out of the fairway, hit some bunker shots, and all different yardages. So, yeah, I worked. I was
So
out
you
there
feel
for
like your game is peaking just in time?
I mean, if I don't play well today, it's my fault. Because I I hit the ball well yesterday.
If you didn't hit balls though yesterday, whose fault would it be if you didn't play well?
Of course.
It'd be the course's fault. The hot weather, I'd blame it on something.
Got no 4 caddies.
There you go.
I probably hit 75 chips in the short game area, and I think I only chunked 1. So Skip Berkmeyer's got me right where I need to be for my short.
Absolutely nutted it.
It's not bad for a shrunken-headed crypt keeper.
Check them out at Family Golf Online and make sure to mention TMA and you get 50% off a swing analysis. It's Family Golf and Learning Center. And yeah, Doug, it was just, gotta get working.
Gotta get it
you
in.
got to get
Oh, sure.
working.
Gotta get it in.
Tim, he is tired bringing clubs to the range. Pull the chute on your partner before it's too late. That's from Tracy Woodson.
Well, if you've been at the Family Golf, you got the parking lot, then you got where you check in, and then you got the steps, and you got to go down the steps,
2-3
across
steps
the
to go.
grass. And I'm lugging these clubs all the way through the grass, and I got to go up steps.
Get you a pull cart.
Yeah, your bag is too big.
I was
Get you a
beat.
pull cart.
No, I'm not going to get a pull cart to
Why
go
not?
from my car to the driving range.
Sure.
How we emphasize steps. It does sound
There's
like
2
a
or 3
lot
of
of
them.
steps.
No, there's like 15, 20.
Like how many steps?
That's
did
if
you
you're going all the way to the second level there.
Get
No,
on my
I
level.
hit on the grass.
Get on my level.
On my level.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's and I'll tell you something else too. I know it's 50% off of the swing analysis.
Yep.
I went down to the grass area and hit. I got the biggest bucket of balls they had.
Doug, that's the family size.
Is it?
$18. That's what I get every time.
1,000
1,000 balls in there.
It was like
I
probably
think 190 or something.
200
like
or
that.
so. I hit them all. And then I spent an hour over in the short game area, which I rented out for an hour. $28. And I was there for like 2.5 hours, almost 3
Value,
hours.
Jack. That's value, Jack.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Well, that is nice.
And it's got your game peaking at the right time.
That's right. So hats off. I hadn't been out there in a couple of weeks, but I hadn't been over to the practice area yet. So tremendous.
Nice.
And par 3 looks nice too.
We
Guys,
should play that.
how are you going to explain it to your kids the way Jack Flaherty handled his post game? I don't know how Jack Flaherty. What did Jack Flaherty? Did he
cuss?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
I saw a start. I saw the game.
I saw a bunch of bunts they couldn't handle.
Saw that. It was a tribute to the 2006 Tigers.
Man, how the
But I didn't see Jack Flaherty's post game. What happened? Doug, are you aware of anything?
I'm not aware of it.
I'm reading in the Post's badge. I don't see any notes that he went.
We've let one little email just confuse us and befuddle us and
So
stop the show.
I did see one post on the fan page that said, "Way to go, Flaherty! Way to cuss! What do I tell my kids?" So I guess he cussed during a press conference.
The fans absolutely hate Jack Flaherty, man. Like, they hate him. I just don't. I don't know the full story why. He's a great pitcher, dealt with some injuries, but how they react to everything he does is alarming. So, kind of feel bad for him.
Well, they came back and tied, didn't they?
It was a pretty good game.
Relief go up to
Yeah,
runs.
Palante. All I had to do was get Palante in fantasy baseball, and that was the end of that. So that's on me. That's my fault.
Oh, did you right when you picked
Yes,
him? Yeah,
yes. He
that
blew up.
sucks.
First bad game he's had all year. Sure. It's on me, fellas. I'll take this one.
Yeah, that's honorable.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he cussed.
Ryan Kelly is honorable, Doug. He is our title
Oh,
sponsor. He's
sure,
online at
the best.
thehomeloanexpert.com.
No, mortgage rates they're coming and going. They've started to drop a little bit. Get locked in today. The rates are 0.25% lower than the national average. The Home Loan Expert. They don't just talk lower rates, they have them. Don't hold off any longer on your cash out refi. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com. Home of the 10-day closing guarantee. That is really fast, 10 days. I used to say like 3 weeks. Now they're giving you a 10-day
10 days.
guarantee.
Jeez.
The housing market has started to cool a bit. Inventory is still low. Houses are selling fast. You need to be pre-approved today with the Home Loan Expert if you're in the market to buy a new home. The Home Loan Expert has lower rates, loan programs for almost everyone, and a 10-day closing guarantee. The Home Loan Expert will have you ready to close when the perfect home hits the market. Let Ryan Kelly, our title sponsor, and his fabulous team get you taken care of, whether you're looking for a new home or a refi. Remember, he says the average person taking money out now because housing prices have ballooned to so high. They're worth so much now. The average refi is getting back about $54,000. Just imagine what you could do with that. Pay off all those high-interest credit cards and make home improvement projects. Whatever you want to do, let the Home Loan Expert show you how to do it at thehomeloanexpert.com.
There it is. Ryan Kelly, title sponsor of this award-winning radio presentation. We have a new sponsor on the show, and we are excited to welcome Centric to TMA. With the weather like this, if you're working outdoors, you might be going, my goodness, I really need to do something different. Well, here's your opportunity. The summer heat is here, and that makes it the perfect time to train for a new career, one that gets you out of the weather and into a new career that you will love. IT. And Centric can train you for that career in IT in just 4 months. If you want a career with unlimited opportunity, that's IT. If you want a career where you can work from home, that's IT. You want a career where you don't give an F, whether it rains or it's sunny and 99 degrees, that's IT. And Centric can make that happen for you, even if you have no IT experience. If you're not happy with your job, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today, and he'll walk you through Centric's hands-on program and show you how they help get you started in your new IT career. And then the only time you'll have to worry about the weather is when you have baseball tickets. Call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Technology is the future of St. Louis, and Centric can make it your future. Get involved in the show. Text in Engineer Design Facilities. Text inbox 314-881-TMA5. Call in Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone lines. And you are welcome to email in as well to compete with the greats. Brian Henshin leading the month of June. The morning after at InsideSTL.com for our Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. Guys, remember that episode of The Office where Andy went to the driving range and hit so many balls his hands were covered in blisters? Andy was nervous to play with a potential customer. Iggy is nervous. The prosecution rests. Doug, that's from Clark W. Griswold.
Good reference. Yeah. Very good reference.
Well, the one way to deal with your nerves is to just practice so that you're better prepared.
Nice, Doug.
And you can have a little bit of confidence when you step on that first tee.
Well, I don't know how many times I have to say this. There are no nerves. I'm out there to have fun.
Why are there
Hopefully
so many
I play
nerves?
well and win Tim some money. Get his money back. Because I feel bad because Tim's putting everything up, and if I let him down, then I feel bad.
So that's the root of the nervousness.
So there's no
letting Tim
nervousness.
down.
There's no nervousness. If I play my game, I mean, if I make bogeys, I'm making pars.
Doug, if I'm making bogeys, I'm making pars.
And when I throw in my
seem
4,
right.
5, 6 pars around, that's birdie. And
Think about
Tim's going
that.
to throw in some birdies. So again this year, Tim, everybody pops off at Tim. Tim gets nothing.
I'm so sorry this is happening to you, Tim.
Thank you. I would have appreciated a handwritten letter, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just going out there and have fun. It'll be a fun day.
The listeners are really interested in this year's more so than in the past. So that would make me nervous in terms of knowing that there's a lot of digital eyes.
We'll
on
have some
my
hashtag
performance.
content there. Now, it'll probably just be me and Iggy in the cart because I don't think it's fair to bring in, bystanders.
No.
Maybe Stoles. Bo House will be out there.
I know. You'll get to see Bo House.
Yeah, my insurance guy's out there, Newhouse. I think Newhouse won it one year.
All right.
Billy Newhouse.
Isn't he the guy that caught Hank Aaron's 715th home run?
That's correct.
Bo House?
That's just House.
Tom House.
Tom House. No
Same
New.
guy?
I don't think so.
correct.
His name is Newhouse, not House.
Same lineage.
Okay.
It's the same family.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get as much practice.
No.
I would ask for one thing when I go out to family
Only
golf.
thing that you really need.
You're going to put in a request.
If I could. I mean, when I'm out there, if you can have like a roped off area.
Just for you or for Tim?
I mean, 2 pictures I took yesterday. I'm trying to hit Iggy.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? Picture? Okay.
Frank, how are you today?
Trying to hit,
These were the local area pros.
just trying to hit balls. So
It's a real inconvenience, isn't it?
well, I'm trying to concentrate.
Yeah,
and I gotta
really
stop
bad.
for pictures. And
Sorry, Tiger.
no, I only took 2.
So you're in the midst of hitting balls in the closed-off grass area, and people would walk over to that area and request images.
Now, one when I was actually getting my balls.
So at the little dispensary area.
Yeah. And then I was in the short game area. Some guy came over and said hi. I said, hey, what's up?
This is the price of great fame
that's
that
for a
you're
picture,
just now
yeah.
paying.
They all know who I am.
God.
So maybe next time, just rope something off.
Oh, like velvet ropes?
Kind of like when I
movie
waited
theater?
on Charlton Heston at the Breckenridge. They put a velvet rope around the one table. What the hell? There's nobody in here.
Well, he was a big star.
Doug, he was Moses?
He was. And he was in star of Ben-Hur as
No.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
He must be prepared because I waited on him. And at the end, I said, my mother's a big fan. Is there anything you can sign for my mother? I was going to get a napkin. He just goes in his pocket and pulls out a picture. Signs the picture to Jay.
To
So,
Jay.
My mom's name was Jeanette, but we called her Jay.
Oh.
So he signed it to Jay.
Doug, what was your favorite Charlton Heston movie? And why is it Soylent Green?
Oh, well, I don't think I ever saw Soylent Green.
Ben-Hur.
Probably 10 Commandments, I guess.
Isn't that the one that was shot in, like, Jersey City?
I think so. Yeah. He was Moses.
You know who has
I
that
guess so.
picture now? My mom passed away. We went through all of her stuff, and she still had the picture. And I gave it to Jay Randolph.
Jennings.
Oh, there you go.
It says to
It
Jay.
makes sense.
Yeah, so I gave it to Jay.
Nice.
Yul Brynner was in that 10 Commandments.
Oh, yes. Moses God is my God. So was Edward G. Robinson, the guy from Brooklyn, playing like the governor of Egypt.
Yeah.
Chicago's my town, see? Oh, sorry. Cairo's my town, see? Who did the casting on that?
Probably Cecil B. DeMille who directed it.
I guess.
Same character in almost every one of his movies.
Well, wasn't like, if you were making a big movie back then, you kind of had a small group of people to pick from.
If you look at the
Well,
cast
yes.
that
Those were big stars back then.
Yeah.
The Greatest Story Ever Told, look at the cast in that movie. I think he played John the Baptist. Heston played John the Baptist in that movie.
Max Van Sydow.
I mean, there's like 20, 25 all-stars
Yeah.
in that movie.
Martin Landau, Charlton Heston, Sidney Poitier, a lot of people.
John Wayne had a part he was in for like 10 seconds. All he did was he was underneath the cross when God died and the lightning came. John Wayne just, he truly was the Son of God. That's the only line he had in the whole movie.
Wonderful. In the same accent as always.
It was. You could tell. You
And they
could
got
close
on a
your eyes.
horse and rode away.
Great movie, though.
Tim, are you guys backed by Saudi blood money this week? That's from Minute Bowl eligible.
I don't think we get
Let's go,
any Saudi
DJ.
blood money.
Hope DJ wins.
I haven't seen the ownership percentages this morning, but everything that I was seeing yesterday was indicating that the Live Golf guys were going to be super under-owned. And I felt like that was an edge.
Yeah.
Wow, Zalatoris is 25.7%, McIlroy 21%.
You think if some Saudi oligarch came in and said, listen, I'm going to raise all of your pay $1 million a year,
Yep.
we would take it, right? We would take that blood money.
I guess it would all depend on the stipulations at hand.
Not nothing. You just got to keep working.
Yeah, I think I could
Did
spin
DJ
it.
have a press conference yesterday?
No, he did not speak to the media.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't see anything. I was wondering if Christine Brennan asked him about the 9/11 letter.
What she asked Mickelson about then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she.
You're mad at Christine Brennan.
Well, she's blocked me on social media now.
No.
Oh, were you tweeting at her about this?
She tweeted. It's all about
You
her.
called her darling.
Uh-oh.
Well, I called her dear. That was many years ago.
That why she blocked you?
No. It was, she put it on Facebook where it's all about her. And I asked Phil the question. He wouldn't answer. He was snippy. And it's the same thing on Facebook or on Twitter. And I replied, I said, well, he wasn't snippy at the question. You were reading an article for 2.5 minutes that wasn't even yours. And all he said was, I've already read the article. You have a question. That's not snippy. And then she blocked me. I mean, unbelievable.
That she blocked you?
Yes, that you just
Oh,
have a
they block
comment
lots of
about
people.
he's not snippy. You were reading something that wasn't even yours, and he said, I've already read that, is her question. He was snippy. Oh, God, she is so bad.
Yeah.
It's all about her.
Yeah.
That's not a fair question to ask him anyway.
Sometimes they try to ask the most awkward question to make them look as bad as they possibly can, and then they get upset if the guy is snippy in return.
There's a question to Poulter and Westwood at the Live tournament, their Live press conference, where they said, hypothetical, if Putin had a tournament, would you go play?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Poulter
PGA,
just said, that's stupid.
the PGA Tour and its media members have really been
Yeah, it's
kind
a
of
little-
embarrassing.
it's a little
the
high on
last week or
themselves.
two. It's
Yeah.
just, I know you're trying to back your league. I get it. But come on, bringing Monahan in and talking about 9/11, and you don't never have to apologize for being part of the PGA Tour. It's a little thick. It's coming on a little much.
Brooks Koepka finally had enough. Said, all right, that's
Oh,
enough.
he
Let's just
was
talk
so-
golf.
Brooksy.
Yeah,
that's enough.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, kind
I
of.
mean, it is a
accurate.
story, but I mean,
You've blocked half the fan page. Self-awareness is at an all-time low here. That is from Sister Catherine Patricia. Doug, you remember her from St. Mary Magdalene?
I never went there. No.
I've never blocked anybody for having an opinion. If you're mean and you call names and I know that you just don't like me, then I'll block you. I have no use for you. But if you have an opinion that's not the same as mine, I wouldn't block you. I mean, all I did was comment that he wasn't snippy. I'm getting rid of him.
You got blocked and you didn't like it much.
I don't care, but it's just stupid that you post something to have comments, don't you? I wasn't mean. I didn't call her any names. I just didn't say you're bad at your job. I just said he wasn't snippy. It was your question. That's why he said move on.
A lot of people don't post things for comments. They post things for affirmation of their own comments.
Tight read from Doug in the early going.
Yeah, and I think she retweeted everybody that mentioned her name. And at the press conference, Christine Brennan asked, and she would retweet it. Hey, look, it's my name. I asked the question. It was a stupid question. It was a dumb question.
Yeah.
But you knew you'd get some response to it from the other idiot media people who thought it was a good question.
Maybe you need to go to Brookline and just have a word with some of these media folks. Get them in line.
I texted Phil's sister Tina, who I'm pretty good friends with. And I said, just
What?
just tell Phil.
Friends with Bill Mickelson's sister Tina?
That's correct.
Tell Phil I feel bad that he had to go through some of those questions yesterday. Tell him to have a good week.
Well, that leaves his mind.
She won't tell him, but
No.
Hey, Phil, Iggy Strode called.
I got blocked for liking a post about Iggy. Lies, tell me sweet little lies. I'm telling you, I don't think we've blocked somebody on the fan page, and I have no idea how long. I mean, I could be off, Jackson. I don't think you're rogue blocking.
No.
And I think we're the only ones. I guess Facebook can remove people.
Facebook can
or suspend or whatever.
I know about that.
Or maybe this guy's saying he got blocked by Iggy, Cal May protege. Doug, do you know who Cal May protege is?
No, I know Cal May. I don't know his
Are you doing a lot
protege.
of blocking, Iggy?
Oh, I blocked quite a few people.
Sure, block them.
I probably got 50 people on the fan page blocked.
My
We'll
favorite.
take the over.
Yeah, my favorite part about these stories is it's obviously a lie. He clearly did more than just like somebody's post, and it's obvious, you know.
That's how they always
I know
do.
how Iggy is quick to the block. I know he's quick to the trigger. I get that, but to say that he got blocked immediately for just liking a post, that's not accurate. It's just
No.
completely inaccurate.
Retweet Plowsy.
I'm not quick to the trigger. I'll give him a little bit of time, but if you
Well, that
continue to just trash, see you.
Like Cal May protege says Iggy blocked me.
Okay.
Well, you
maybe
had
I
it
did.
coming.
Maybe you want to call on the Steve Schmidt Key
Yeah.
North County phone lines, and Doug, we can have an opportunity to have a nice conversation. 636-9004-TMA. Since today is our Friday, show is a best of tomorrow. We'll be back live on Monday. We will have our Brady Cutlery Cuts of the week coming up today. So that is coming up along with the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Doug, could you tell us about Marco Bertorelli and Bertorelli Cutlery?
Well, sure. You know, Father's Day coming up on Sunday, so you still got a couple days to get Dad a gift. How about an Infidel knife by Benchmade? He would love that. Those are just fantastic knives, and Dad would love to have one of those Infidel knives. Even if that's not his thing, they have all kinds of fabulous products there in the retail section of the store, including the brand new Wusthof Performance line of knives. Oh, if you've ever had a Wusthof knife, you know those are just fantastic. And they carry them. They got them right there at Bertorelli Cutlery. Maybe you're not looking for a gift item. You just want to sharpen up your knives. That's what the best restaurants and cafeterias, the hotels, schools, everybody, they send their knives to Bertorelli, and that's where they get them sharpened up. And you'll be saying, chop, chop, cheeky, cheeky. They got the chop, chop, cheeky girls now. They were at the Dotem Golf Tournament, and they'll be at the Lemmings Open a little later, so look for them. Bertorelli Cutlery, family-owned business down there on the hill, 1927 Marconi Avenue. Give them a call at 314-664-4005 or visit them online at BertorelliCo.com. He is our longest-running sponsor. He is on our Mount Rushmore, and this is where everyone in St. Louis should go, needs to go, have gone for years to get their knives sharpened. That's BertorelliCutlery.com.
If you have visibility to your company or place of businesses, commercial fire alarm panel and system, email fire@edf-rg.com. That's Engineered Design Facilities. And they'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com. The official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. EDF is Missouri and Illinois preferred full-service vendor for licensed and certified professional servicing, monitoring, and testing for fire alarm services and systems. It's engineered, designed facilities, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. If you do want to follow the nitwittery this weekend with me and Iggy, we'll be updating on the TMA _ STL Instagram page. TMA _ STL. And,
Good video up today.
Oh, what do we have up? I haven't seen
A
it.
little story of Iggy. Iggy was struggling with his chair.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying
Oh,
to get
God,
on this chair.
Iggy. Well, he looks like you're humping it.
I couldn't get it up.
You said that wasn't a
Blue
problem.
Chew.
And then he jumps on it.
Like a lot
Look at
of
the
our
plowhawk
listeners.
locked in while it's going on.
I was ready for him to fall.
You got to watch these chairs with the rollers on the bottom. We almost lost a sound story guest one day.
Yeah, we did. Now we know to properly prepare and train.
You got to
for
hold that chair steady for him.
Yeah.
I had Todd Callahan's father in yesterday.
Oh, is
he
that right?
was an absolute delight.
Oh, it was fun.
He was good entertainment. He really was. He was.
You apologize for any Todd's behavior on the golf course?
He did take some shots at Todd, actually.
Yeah. I think
Every
he's got
time
it
a
coming.
story started out of I was on the golf course with Todd, you could see a sigh. Just
I told him, I said, you raised a great son. Crimson is perfect. And left Todd out.
Oh, Crimson's his grandson. But, yes, you're correct.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Crimson really is a great kid.
He is.
He is. Along with a hell of a ball striker. Speaking of Sound Story, for Father's Day, we have a fan page special exclusive to the fan page that you can go on there. And if you would like 10% off for Sound Story, go to mysoundstory.com and enter the promo code TMA. See, Dogtown Ty just sent me an email and says he's going to go ahead and do it. You don't have to schedule it with me, Doug, or Learn. Learn's getting booked up now. How about that? That's great to see.
People heard the one she did with me and
I think that might have been it.
realized how good she is
I
at
think
these.
that might have been it.
Yep.
But either
Has to
way,
do with you.
mysoundstory.com and enter the promo code TMA. This is a Father's Day special, and that gets you 10% off if you're on the fan page. Go there and look for what I posted. And it's just something specific for those who are on the fan page. Join the fan page and answer the questions. And you get to go in. Jackson and I, that's about the only filtering process that goes on.
It's really simple. I don't know. Sometimes, man.
I don't know, but either way, there it is. Sound Story for Father's Day, the perfect gift for Father's Day. And like I said, you just get the gift certificate and you can schedule it after Father's Day. mysoundstory.com. Please allow me to join the fan page on Facebook. Loyal listener, can't answer questions, and not a robot.
Good.
Why can't you answer questions?
I wouldn't let him on there.
this is a robot. How that was
Sounds to
written
me.
was like robotic.
I smell a big
I am
rat.
not a robot. I cannot answer questions.
You just hopped into the request section.
I wouldn't let him in.
Are you not allowed to answer questions? What the hell? I don't understand that. What's your name? Can't answer that.
Private.
Tim, I don't know if it's been mentioned. I am sorry if it has, but do we know a cost for the trivia? We do not have the official cost because I know that they are working on a couple of elements before Monday. And to be blunt, Doug, I believe it will be another restaurant, and then beer will all be included.
Oh.
I believe that is what they are finalizing. And so, but we wanted to give people a heads up in advance because we didn't want to just announce it on Monday and then people be caught off guard and then not be able to get in. Now, I mean, at the same time, there's 25 tables, so it's not like there's however many golf spots we had. I don't even know. How many people you think played in the Dotem?
288.
Is that, yeah.
Close. I mean, I think we were maybe one or two foursomes short of
So
selling
here
out
you're
on
talking
Friday.
about 25 times 8, and I can't do that math. I don't have that ability.
25 times 8?
I don't have that ability.
25, yeah. 20 times 4 would be 100.
I don't know.
So 8 would be 200.
I'll have to check that.
I think we'll sell that out too.
Let me get my abacus.
People love
We're not
trivia.
sure about that math.
I'm just not. I don't have the
25
time.
times 4 is 100.
It's 200.
I don't
Good
have
work,
it.
Tim.
I don't have that.
Impressive.
Thank you. I got it right. So the point being, we wanted to give people a heads up on it. I do know that Salt and Smoke is included. I mean, essentially, it's a night out with 2 restaurants and beer. So, you know.
And try not to steal too much pizza if you're there.
We were legitimately having a conversation in the sales meeting on Tuesday
But
with the director of sales, Keith Krause, and the market manager, John Kioski, in there. Like 11 sales reps, general sales manager, Kelly Hanna, me and Action Jackson, and Jesse Kioski, promotions director, and a serious conversation, semi-serious, about having somebody monitor the food so it is not stolen at the trivia night at St. Gabriel's on July 23rd.
Yeah.
It's gotten to that point.
Alvin Mack.
Just standing there
You watch
with like an
Louisiana?
IFB in.
Now you're going to watch. Roast beef's gone. Guy right there. 3 roast beefs.
Someone needs to be made an example of. We need somebody to go up there and try to steal a couple pizzas and just act like he's being beaten.
No, we got to
And
tase
that'll
him.
stop some of this.
Tase him like that drop we have.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh.
should have Alvin Mack with like a scale. You only get like, 6 ounces of brisket, and so you got to like put it on the scale. and-
Right.
parchment
and
paper.
that ought to do, fellas.
We'll just call him out from the dais while we're reading questions. Question 6. In 2018, Doug... Hey! Walrus! That's 9 pieces of pizza for you. Everybody, look at him over there.
Oh.
Just point him out.
Public shaming.
Nice cooking.
I don't think they'd be embarrassed by that.
That could be their kink.
I think he'd stick out his gut and say, I'll have 9 more, please.
No, you're there to have fun.
Yeah.
Save some for the rest of us.
Well, it's not like there's just going to be 1 or 2 pizzas there and you only have like half a slice. There's generous proportions. But let's not try to steal the pie
But
on
how
your
you
way
gonna
out.
feed your
No,
whole
but do you
family
ever
for the
see?
week?
Do you ever see the family at the buffet? I haven't been to a buffet in like 30 years. But you see the family at the buffet. I mean, it's all you can eat. You don't have to load up in one trip. You come back with 3 plates just filled with food to your table.
Yeah.
Eat a little bit, go back.
Bro,
That's what you'll see here. People go up there and have 9 plates bringing it back to their table.
I did 4.5, 5 years at pizza. They would have a buffet every Wednesday night.
Oh,
Was that
that's
like a
just-
pony?
It's just
Dude,
asking
and
for
Canton,
trouble.
like Pizza Hut, would consider, like the nice dine-in style restaurant.
Busy
So
on
actually-
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and Jackson, you couldn't be more right. It actually was a pony, which is kind of sad to say. But you would have a couple. They would start at 6, I think it would be.
Yeah.
They would get there at 4:30 every Wednesday night and plop themselves right next to where the white pasta is. Like nothing is there yet, but
Cream
they have
sauce.
known it. So they've been there so long to where, and they will just not even get up out of their seat right when the white pasta comes. They just turn and just
Start
load up
shoveling
an
it in.
entire plate. Yeah. So yeah, the buffet people.
So no one else can have any.
It kills me, man. It kills me.
Oh, the worst is when River City Casino, we had a deal with them at the 1380 The Woman. One of the few we had.
That's a treat.
But I got in good with their PR people and Chef John. And they just opened up their seafood buffet they were going to do. And it was all you could eat crab legs. So they gave me a couple passes, and I took my neighbor. I said, let's go. And I wasn't really interested in the crab legs, but I wanted to see their other seafood. Boy, there was one lady, she had 3 buckets. Crab legs falling out of the side of it.
Oh, no.
And I walked up to her and I actually said, they're not going to run out of crab. You don't need all 3 of those buckets at once.
Yeah, no, she didn't need that.
God, I'd never seen, and then just shells
Oh,
everywhere.
no, shells are popping.
I'm like, God almighty.
If you
That's
give
the
people
worst.
the right to eat however much they want,
They will.
many will eat for 3 or 4 people. They'll eat like livestock. Like this might be the last meal they ever get.
It's 100%.
I do it too. I take way more than I should ever be eating. It's hard not to if it's all just right there. Take what you want.
Yeah, I haven't been to a buffet in a long time.
Flip that off.
I will say when
I can see Jackson not attending a lot of buffets.
Well, I mean, there wasn't many around my neck of the woods when I was growing up.
Say that on Balloon Party today, and I have a feeling it's not going to play well.
Well, for
I
the
just
most-
kind of got a gauge on some of the nuances.
For the
But
most
also
part, they're not
say you
good.
really enjoyed Jack Flaherty's post-game comments
Yep.
right after you say you haven't been to a buffet, and just see how we do today.
And he's my favorite Twitter account.
For the most part, they're
That's
not
probably
good.
Jersey.
There's not many buffets that are good.
I'll give you that. A lot of food that's dry.
Doug, you want to do Mount Rushmore buffets?
Oh, yes.
I
Cardinal
don't know that
game
I could
has
come
one.
up with 4.
I could
Golden
name
Corral
two.
is a great
I've
one.
been to some buffets that are fantastic. Like the one at Bush Day when you get those green seats. They have buffets down there. They're fantastic.
Boston Market.
Boston Market's not a buffet.
It's not a buffet?
KFC used to rock with a buffet.
Oh, dude, the lunch buffet.
They would just have a bucket, like a chafing dish full of greasy chicken.
Dude, you move it to get the kids' meal there. Like, that's what we did in high school at lunch. We would walk over there, and they give you, like, this kids' box where you could draw on it. It's like a Happy Meal. But they give you plenty of food. I think 2 thighs, a biscuit, some mashed potatoes and gravy, and a soda.
That's a good deal.
You can find a good Chinese buffet.
Oh, those are great.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan.
Fire.
Big fan.
Country clubs put on good buffets.
Well, yeah,
sometimes.
okay. Raise your nose in the air, Doug. Not everyone going to St. Louis Country Club.
No, I'm not either, but I've been to some parties, like some wedding things and events that have buffets that have just been great.
They do class it up.
Back in the 7th grade when I had bar mitzvahs every weekend, the bar mitzvah buffets were crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Those were awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I will say one of the most Hoosier things I've ever done. That summer that I lived in Reno, Nevada, we went out there and hit a summer.
Biggest little city in the world.
We had a summer job at the MGM Grand, but we had no money. I mean, we made money, but then we had to pay rent and buying pot. And we would go to buffets, and we'd have like a knapsack. We'd like line it with foil.
Oh, no.
And we'd put it down, and we'd go to the plate like fried chicken, dump it in.
Oh, gosh.
That was our dinner for the week. We just started emptying our plates into.
Anyone catch you?
No. Yeah, caught stealing food at a grocery store. We were shoving meat in our pants.
As a customer or as a worker?
No, as a customer. We worked at the MGM.
So that's shoplifting.
Well, yeah.
Stealing.
I didn't get Randy Greenblatt got caught.
Yeah, Greenblatt got it.
Greenblatt got it, Doug. I had a feeling you might have.
He had a pork loin in his trousers?
I had a feeling he might.
A porterhouse.
I had a feeling that might have happened. Munganast is the sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. Work with Jamie Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson, Peter Munganast, and everybody at StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. And you can enjoy a beautiful new vehicle from the Munganast St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota family. Go online at StLouisAcura.com or AltonToyota.com to do your shopping. And even if you didn't get your car from Munganast, get your car serviced at Munganast. Email me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com, and I shall connect you with Jamie Burkhardt, and now you are hooked up. I enjoy when people email me. So go ahead and do it, TMCKERNAN at InsideSTL.com. And if you ever have a question about the show or, anything really, go ahead and email me. It's better than posting it out into the ether because I can actually give you an answer. Now, if you just want to stir the pot, post it in the ether and, it'll stir the pot. But if you want an actual answer, I'm happy to do it. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Taking a look at the leaderboard as Michael Wellington and Chris Nagel step to the first tee at the U.S. Open. Doug, 2 players are at the top of the leaderboard. They are both heavily owned by the Tam Avenue Capital Partners, which shows we are ready for a big week. Colin Morikawa and Russell Henley are tied for first. Through 6 holes for Morikawa and 4 holes for Russell Henley. John Rahm is 1 under par. Sebastian Munoz 1 under par. Adam Scott. I've been compared to Adam Scott a few times.
Why?
Height, looks, swing.
All 3 of those things.
Religion. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Those 4 things, I think, are the main reasons. He is 1 under par. And Victor Perez, the Frenchman, is 1 under par. How do you do?
Sounds like a Spaniard.
I know, but yet, alas, Frenchman.
Zalatoris went over.
And there's an update on Will Zalatoris also.
Okay.
So Nagel probably, in the fairway at 1?
I would assume, getting ready to attack the pin.
We could see him at 1 under here, Tim, in about 5 minutes.
Yep. One back of Colin Morikawa, and Morikawa starts going, here comes Nagel, here comes Wellington.
Yeah.
Doug, a TMA hat is on the course at the U.S. Open.
Get that hat off. Doesn't belong here.
The Bergeroni and EDF gear that he also has is super slick.
Yeah.
It's not like too out in the open. It's a very nice shirt with on the side of the sleeve is kind of the company name and things like that. Those are really cool, spiffy outfits.
Larry Thornton just texted in, wow, Iggy admits to a history of shoplifting. Looks like we have a lead suspect in Pizzagate from the Dodo. That's from Larry Thornton.
Oh, come on. He's rehabilitated.
No, I was like 21 years old. So
old enough to know better.
we all stole at some point in our life.
Well, I've never stolen from stores.
Have you stolen something?
I don't know what it would be right off the top.
Hey, you steal hearts.
Oh, hey, I steal hearts. There.
Nice, Doug.
Yeah, I wish I'd have thought of that earlier.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of material that you get on HD2.
We were kids.
Those ruffians who would shoot Grossmutter also were
Oh,
criminals.
Yeah. How old were you when you shot that poor woman?
8, 9.
Oh, but you had good aim. And he got her right in the neck. Down goes Grossmother.
That was Grossmother.
Assault, shoplifting, Doug, we got ourselves
Yeah, we got a situation here. What are the statute of limitations?
Breaking and entering on your neighbor's apartment.
Oh, that's right.
That's got to stop.
Stole from him, too.
Uh-oh. Iggy's issuing a statement, I think.
The B&E.
Got to
went
stop.
back
There was
to-
no theft.
Back to Thailand he went and
Yeah,
just got
left.
cleaned out.
Be really funny to see like a Law and Order episode that relates
Dun,
to
dun.
one of Iggy's life.
That's how it starts. Yeah.
He couldn't fit any more luggage
These
on
are
the
all
plane.
gateway crimes.
Fit as much as he could in his luggage, and that's left everything behind.
Now, when you shot at Grossmother, did you have a sniper rifle, or
No, it was a
did you
little,
have it on a?
little BB gun.
And you aimed right at her,
Well, yeah.
right at the neck. How far away were you when you hit her?
God, I was like 7. I don't remember.
But
Okay, wait a
was
We
it
were like around the garage, and she was taking the garbage.
She
in.
didn't see it, did she?
No.
She didn't even know it was coming.
Well, if she did, she wouldn't have.
How many times was this poor woman shot in the neck?
I
Fat.
did it a few times. I guess.
Multiple times.
Oh yeah, I guess Monica and Cotting
She had to be a little leary about going to get the
told
mail.
our parents and my mom.
I'm not going to get the mail. You get it.
I got SEAL Team 6 across the street.
You would think at some point she'd just say, "You guys take the trash out.
Snipers.
I'm done over there. Why don't you two take it
Didn't
out?"
she get mad at you? She must have known what it
Yeah,
was.
she yelled in German,
Wow.
and then I don't know. I know what Monica. That's regularly. Monica and Cotting. What kind of a name is Cotting?
Doug, Monica Cotting.
Cutting?
No, there's the other girl's
Nationality?
name.
I don't know.
The girls' names were Monica and Cotting.
German, I guess.
It was Cotting. They're just Grossmother.
They came out yelling because she was down.
She went down one time.
They're protecting her and covering her head as she's, slowly getting
Right.
back inside the house.
She
You
went down
probably
to
got her in the jugular vein or something.
She went down to a knee. Grossmother.
Orson Woods Wacko is active right now in the Engineer Design Facilities text inbox, and he says, listen to yesterday's third hour a la podcast. Doug, would it be a la podcast or via podcast?
Via.
Allah would be with, right?
Yeah.
No. It seems the lawn and garden reporter from some third-rate, lower-tier, quote-unquote newspaper thought it would be a good idea to go after me. Well, no. I think I'm going to bail on this one.
Oh, wow.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Jackson, did you see it?
Yeah, that's classic 3-dubs.
I think I needed to pivot off of that.
Classic 3. I don't know what any of this means.
I think that's the point.
I just assure you I chose wisely.
Am I in it?
No.
Okay.
Orson Woods Wacko. I mean, let's clean that up a little bit, sir. Stratum Structural Systems online at stratumrepair.com. Stratum Structural Systems, stratumrepair.com. With the weather this hot, you want to make sure that you are working with Matt Ford and Brett Groman if you are dealing with foundation repair issues. Think local, think Stratum, stratumrepair.com, 314-620-8153. Known for their integrity and authority with over 5 decades of combined structural experience in basement waterproofing and foundation repair. Basement crack repair, foundation peering for settling homes, bowing or rotating wall repairs, basement waterproofing services like sump pumps, interior and exterior drainage solutions, egress window installation, concrete leveling, and downspout extensions. And they're in Chesterfield, Missouri. They're in Columbia, Illinois. When you let them know you are a TMA listener, you get $100 off your repair project when you call 314-620-8153 at Stratum Structural Systems. All right, Jackson, I just sent you this audio, and I know you're going to pull it during the break. We have an update on the Rams settlement money and, Doug, what is going on with the St. Louis government.
Okay.
On it. We're going to have some audio on that. Susan L. Corey, who's been a guest of Balloon Party, she's a KMOV reporter, has been following it. There's also an article in the Post-Dispatch. We're going to have that story for you on the other side of the break, plus update you on Wellington and Chris Nagel and how they go. You can follow the account Nagel Tracker on Twitter, at NAEGEL. And they will have updates of every shot. There's a guy out there from Meadowbrook where Chris is a member, and he is updating every shot. So when he shocks the world on Sunday and hoists the trophy, Nagel Tracker will have thousands and thousands of followers. Right now, only like 150. So go follow Nagel Tracker, and you can follow Chris Nagel and Michael Wellington, friend of the show, chairman of Birdies for Bipolar, and was in studio just a couple weeks with us here and at the Dotem for both days. Great people pulling for those guys, balls in the air for them right now at the U.S. Open. We'll take a commercial break and come back with more from the Michelob Ultra Studios and our appliance discounters 8 o'clock hour.
So TMA is competing against real HD1 stations all month in our corporate app madness contest. And we're not winning right now. So get the TMA app if you don't have it. Make a profile, sign in, and you could win the week 2 prize. Dinner with TMA at Olive and Oak. You'll get a new keyword each week on the TMA app. Use that keyword to enter the contest on the app for a chance to win. Did we mention you have to have the app and you have to have an account and you have to sign in? App Madness. Help the little show that could. Stick it to the HD1 guys. Get more info at TMASTL.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Well, Ryan Kelly, we've got inflation going up, mortgage rates going up, everything seems to be going up. How does that affect the mortgage industry? What should people be doing now with their mortgage?
Absolutely. You just hit that one on the head. It does seem like everything is going up. But that's okay. At thehomeloanexpert.com, we don't just talk about having lower rates, we truly do. And in fact, I pulled some data together yesterday. Our average rate at thehomeloanexpert.com is more than a quarter point lower than the national average. How much can you save? Let's find out now. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever.
I before E, except after C.
What is it, I before E except after Y?
Nutted it. Absolutely nutted it.
Treat others how you would like to be treated.
Treat me like a pirate and give me that booty.
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Salt and smoke.
Okay.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Tim McKernan, once a young boy attending St. Gabriel's in South City, with big league dreams and a lopsided head. But that head was full of hair back then, so you couldn't tell much. Anyway, who knew he would someday return to St. Gabriel's triumphantly as the host of a kick-butt trivia night that's all about the show he eventually created and finally brought to the big leagues, HD2 Radio. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabe's. It's trivia all about the morning after. So if you know about Iggy's weirdo Hito obsession, or maybe how many days the dude from the poor part of whatever city has been suspended by Doug or whatever, this thing's right up your alley. Tables of 8 go on sale Monday, June 20th at 8 a.m., around 25 minutes before the end of the Munganast 7 a.m. hour. TMA math right there. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke and beer from the beer sponsor to be named later. A portion of ticket proceeds will go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. TMA Trivia Night. Get more details at TMASTL.com. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
Nice.
I was going to request this song earlier in the week.
Well, it was a good choice, Jackson.
I didn't do it, and then
Well, it still was mindful.
Yeah, Plowsy. No, me and him are on the same page.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
love
great
this song.
song.
Love it.
Nice.
I know Doug does too.
Ba da ba dee ba.
Yeah, I enjoy this.
Ba ba. 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 Welcome back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After. My name is Timothy Michael McKernan. I'm sitting across from Douglas Elvin Vaughn and Darren Patrick Atkins.
What's your middle name, Plowsy?
I went with
Alan.
Patrick. Alan.
Very bland,
Nothing wrong with that.
but it's a family.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you say it, my sister's name is Ellen, so like Darren Allen Atkins. If you say it fast, sounds like Darren Ellen Atkins. So
Darren Allen Atkins.
I don't think it
I kind of like
flows
that.
as well.
I don't know. I kind of like Darren Allen Atkins.
Yeah, DAA. Big fan.
Would you ever go by Alan?
No.
Mine?
Al? People call you Al.
Yeah. And Jackson, is your middle name
Bennett.
Lawrence?
Bennett.
Oh.
I like that one.
Man, yeah, I do
Jackson
too.
Bennett Burkett. Plowsy and I are similar patterns. Our last name is the same.
Yeah, it's
First
the
letter
middle
as our middle name.
Yeah.
What about mine? I mean, how are you ignoring that?
Oh my God. That's 3
Doug,
for
are
3.
you Doug Victor
Elvin.
Vaughn?
Elvin.
Oh, yeah.
There's a V. I'll
Yeah,
count
think
it.
about that. Think about that. We call you
Right.
Vin. You want that? Doug
Vinny.
Vaughn?
Hey, Vinny.
Vinny Vaughn.
Vinny Vaughn.
All 3 of my names are 7 letters, and I was born on Friday the 13th, 21.
Doug, that's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Isn't
That's
that
pretty
wild?
cool.
That's pretty
How
wild.
does that line up? How do the 7 letters line up with Friday the 13th?
Well, 777 is good luck for like if you're in Vegas, right? And then, but Friday the 13th is bad luck, so it's kind of like it's a paradox almost.
Oh, I see.
And that is trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a walking
I feel
paradox.
like I'm rolling balls right
Wild stuff.
now. We will update you as soon as Chris Nagel's score is posted. So he is hitting his third shot short of the green. The first hole is a par 4. I think Doug, is he on? I don't know if he's on the front or back.
I don't know.
Let's see. So he's on number 10. So he's teeing off in 10, which is a par 4. There it is. So with that all said, we are on our appliance discounters, 8 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, Darren Allen Atkins, and Jackson Bennett Burkett with you here on the show. Appliance discounters. I'm telling you, we had this issue with our ice maker for a while. And appliance discounters fixed it. They saved the day. I am so grateful for that. John Bradley and his staff at Appliance Discounters, thank you so much. It was such a headache. And now, for like the first time in I don't know how long, we actually have ice. And it sounds pretty basic, but it meant a lot to my wife. At Appliance Discounters, you won't wait weeks. They have an 80,000 square foot warehouse filled with GE appliances, along with other brands. You can't wait weeks when your refrigerator, washer, dryer go out. Come into one of their showrooms today, and they'll deliver it tomorrow. If you're building or remodeling your home and you don't need your appliances right away, they can hold them for you. And remember, you can always shop online at ApplianceDiscounters.com. Appliance Discounter, sponsor of our 8 o'clock hour here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. We are in the Michelob Ultra Studios. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. The sponsor of the Fan Page Club Championship and our studios here on TMA. 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs. It's Michelob Ultra, sponsor of our studios. I deep teased this before our top of the hour commercial break, closing out the Munganess 7 o'clock hour, and that is Susan El Khoury, who has really been one of the only people closely covering the Rams settlement money, which they, at the Board of Aldermen, a committee had a motion to have an investigation as to what's going on with the money because they were being kept in the dark.
Where my money?
So here is Susan's report, and then I will read what they have in the Post-Dispatch this morning.
For months, we've been asking what's happening with the Rams settlement money. Well, today, the board that oversees the Dome spent about 2 hours in a closed session talking about that. But they did come out afterwards, and we started to hear concerns about transparency as well as how that money is being divided.
Thanks, everybody, for coming. Welcome.
An open meeting
We're going to enter into closed session.
quickly turned to closed doors as soon as the Rams settlement money came up.
We are not negotiating in public. We're not negotiating with the media.
I felt like we needed to make a statement about being open and transparent with the process.
The tension was clear as the board that oversees the Dome talked about the $513 million, how much St. Louis is left with after lawyers got their cut. On the table was this resolution backed by 2 members calling for the settlement money to be handled in an open and transparent manner.
We wanted to go out and just say, listen, we are negotiating. We're trying to do it in good faith.
Yep, there it is.
What are you even negotiating?
Why isn't there a meeting?
How the money is going to be handled. So here's what Jacob Barker, the Post-Dispatch, writes. Negotiations over splitting the $790 million from the Rams settlement appear likely to stretch out long enough that one of the parties wants to move the money into investments with higher returns. St. Louis County, and the Regional Convention and Sports Complex Authority, which owns the Dome, where the Rams played, have been haggling over for over 6 months on how to split up the money. After attorney fees, there's some $500 million from the settlement that the City, County, and Dome Authority, known as the RSA, need to divvy up, but there's been little information released publicly about the progress of those negotiations since the settlement was announced in November. The information that trickled out yesterday indicated an agreement was not close. The RSA board unanimously approved a motion at its Wednesday board meeting urging the city and county to agree to move the money to new investment funds while negotiations play out. With today's rates, it's $15 million a year we're missing out on versus $2 million with where the money is now. RSA member Dave Spence said. If you remember, Doug, Dave Spence ran for governor years ago. That is too obvious of a move. I would agree with him. And it doesn't affect anything in the negotiations. And in the current rate environment, we would not be doing our fiduciary responsibility. I would love to see the person that says don't do it in the city or the county. I would too. I'd like to have them as a guest.
We'd rather have $2 million than 15.
That money could be earning higher returns for a while. The Reverend Earl Nance Jr., who recently became chairman of the RSA after Governor Mike Parson replaced longtime chair Jim Shrewsbury, said it, quote, might be months before the 3 parties reach agreement. Hopefully sooner, Nance said, something might break. Asked if he thought it might be split in thirds among the 3 parties, Nance replied, I think that's fair, but that's not what's happening. Huh. I'd like to know what that means.
Yeah.
Former Kansas City Mayor Sly James, who runs a consulting and mediation firm, is apparently facilitating talks between the 3 parties. During the meeting, Nance said he thought the board should, quote, work with Sly James and go back into negotiations without delay. For the RSA, the clock is ticking. Money the entity has used to pay its 3-person staff and other operating expenses, largely generated through interest from a bond reserve account held on the recently retired Dome debt, is running out. Doug, we're starting to go upside down on this.
This is so embarrassing.
Costing us money.
Marty Finn, who is the RSA Assistant Executive Director, said there's enough money to pay expenses through this year, but it's counting on the settlement money to continue operating. And if negotiations go into next year, I don't think we'll make it through the remaining calendar year, he said. Doug, how are we?
Wouldn't you think that would have all been figured out during the settlement? Exactly how much money is going to which of the 3 entities?
The RSA, Nance said, quote, needs to take responsibility for fighting for the amount of funds that we know we need to continue running the Dome and for the Dome to exist. Irv Schweitzer, a Greensfelder attorney who is representing the RSA negotiations with the city and county, declined to comment. Doug Moore, spokesman for Sam Page, said it made sense to move the money into higher-earning securities during negotiations, but he said it wouldn't be, quote, appropriate to comment while the mediation process is ongoing. And then Nick Dunn, a spokesman for Mayor Tashara Jones, said in a statement that the city could not discuss the negotiations, but that any funds the city gets, quote, must be invested responsibly with an eye towards our children and grandchildren, not the next election cycle.
Oh, gosh.
We're so screwed.
Word salad
the
there.
city's never going to see that.
The 11-member board is made up of 5 state appointees and 3 from each from the city and county, the 3 governments that finance construction of the Dome. When the Rams moved here from Los Angeles in 1995, Nance is a city appointee whose term expired just last month. 3 of Parsons' 5 appointees on Wednesday signaled support for a resolution Commission member Joe Blanner proposed. It called for actions to ensure that future discussions and processes regarding the allocation and use of settlement funds be conducted in an open and transparent manner, while recognizing that some level of confidentiality in negotiations can sometimes make negotiations more effective. The resolution also called for using the funds in a way that creates a long-lasting, significant economic impact on the city and county. I don't know who would be against any of that. Nance said the board should heed advice from its counsel and not pass the resolution, saying that, quote, we have no business telling the city and the county what to do with their share of the money. Blanner said the resolution was, quote, merely a statement of purpose and intent. To commit ourselves to openness and transparency is a good idea. No one is trying to cast any negative light at the process. No one is trying to cast any negative light at any elected or appointed officials. Spence asked Schweitzer about his opinion that the resolution could be, quote, opening us up to unnecessary exposure. Schweitzer said he didn't want to discuss his legal opinion in an open meeting, and then the board tabled the resolution.
That's enough.
Spence and Blanner both supported language circulated late in the Missouri legislative session that would have expanded the RSA's powers and required 2/3 vote for the RSA to spend the settlement money. That legislation didn't pass.
I love the poorly educated.
They're going to spend the entire $600 million on legal fees.
Yeah, it sounds like a big chunk of the yearly percentage is going to be allocated to keeping the dome up. Like in 30 years, that $500 million is probably just going to go to keeping the dome up for monster truck rallies and third-rate concerts.
Well, I don't
just
know about
so
that.
confusing.
At least the part that the RSA has coming to them, that's what they need their money back for. Keep the dome going. But not the city of the state, city of the county.
We lost.
How long do you have to sit there and argue about whether we put this in an investment vehicle that makes $15 million a year or $2 million a year? Does that require a long investigation, negotiation?
I think that one could get knocked out in about a 30-second vote.
Yeah, you would think. You would think.
As Dave Spence said, I'd like to talk with the person who's against that. It doesn't impact the negotiations. You're just moving the money into a higher yield fund. I mean, it's really not that complex.
Well, there's a lot of things our elected officials don't quite understand, and apparently high finance is one of them.
Plowhawk, the dome's the home of the Battlehawks, bro.
Stop.
Maybe. They haven't really announced whether they're playing games in cities or in one location yet, have they?
They ain't going to be playing in St. Louis. It's going to be similar to what...
like the USFL does?
Yeah, USFL does now is cut costs completely in half and play in one area.
But do we know that? We know that for sure?
No, but the fact that they haven't come out and had a rallying cry for the city that are supposed to be supporting their team in a calendar year is a huge red flag for me. So you're not going to have anything playing in the dome.
I don't know. I just wonder if they knew there was some place where they could go and play in front of 30,000 if they wouldn't do that, and then even if the rest of the league had to play in Orlando or wherever they're talking about playing all the other games. Maybe you got a couple cities that can support their team well enough that you would play there. I don't know.
The sad thing is that the majority of people, I'll say over 51%, who followed what was going on with the lawsuit didn't want this settled because they said the same thing. If we take the money, they will screw it up.
And they already are.
Yeah.
God, it's sad.
Well, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Isn't it worth it now to see Kroenke and Goodell on the stand with Demoff and...
Yes.
I think in hindsight, it's always 20. I get that. But, like, looking about how... You'll probably never see that money actually help the city in terms of actually looking at the city landscape. There's going to be no infrastructure going to be built or nothing to be reopened.
No.
So I would much rather seen those guys squirm on the stands and actually show the world what the hell and how creepy and how terrible they are. But
Hammer and Hank is not happy with you, Plowhawk. He says, Plowsy says that with such confidence, with no leg to stand on with that statement about the Battlehawks. And then Dougie says, LOLZZZ, like lols.
Look at the marketing campaign they had for the XFL the first go-around with every city. It's a rallying cry for people to buy season tickets. I mean, they haven't even said where they're playing, which shows if they're playing next year, which is when the XFL starts, and you don't have any tickets going on sale, any, inkling of playing in that city to make sure the fan base, get their season tickets.
Yeah.
It's a bad marketing strategy on the XFL part if they are playing in these cities. It's kind of obvious to me that they're going to take the USFL approach and, keep that money for the players, for growing the game, rather than having them travel city to city. There's no point to that.
Would it even feel like your home team if they never play here?
No, the USFL thing is super. I mean, I get it, but it's weird.
Nobody goes to those games. It was one that was completely empty.
They're just
stadium.
made for TV.
Terrible
They
uniforms,
get a studio
too.
audience.
Terrible uniforms.
Oh, the worst uniforms I've ever seen.
Did they play the Dome the one year they were here?
Yeah, they killed it.
Yeah, they sold well. I just didn't remember where they played.
And to travel expenses, all that, just to keep a stadium running for 8 games a year or 4 or 5 games a year, depending on the schedule. It makes no sense for, The Rock to have that. You just play in one stadium. Play in L.A. Who cares?
I don't know. We shall see.
Well, 2 years from now, this thing's all going to be settled. And we have finally decided they've all agreed what to do with the money. But of the $600 million, we have $599 million have already spent for legal fees. So we've decided what we're going to do with this $1 million.
Keener Plaza needs a 4th upgrade.
It doesn't.
Looks great, but...
Oh, it's so frustrating. And the thing is, I think we knew it was coming. We're not surprised by any of it, are we?
No. That's what we said right when it happened.
We'll botch it.
I got the settlement. I understood why they did it. I didn't like it, but this was the concern of way more than 51% that, okay, because a lot of people didn't want the settlement in general, and I understand that. The expansion thing being talked about was the thing that got people with their hopes up, and then as it got closer and closer, hoping that there would at the very least be a trial, and then there's the settlement, and the problem is you're going, okay, who in St. Louis local government, or even statewide, or even those who go to D.C., do you go, okay, I know we can count on this person at the very least to lead this thing? And, it's an answer that didn't really get, or it's a question that didn't really get much of an answer.
Yeah.
And so now you have this playing out, and you go, well, here we go. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, it feels like.
Well, the country's so divided now that if, whatever party you're on, the other half would say, no, that's not right. He'll steal all the money himself. Nobody trusts anybody. So I don't know if it's possible to put somebody forward that enough people would back.
Yeah, 10th the season for political ads. I've been seeing them all over.
Here they come. I don't know. You don't even know what to make of it anymore. It's such a frustrating thing to see the city crumbling and falling apart and have this giant pot of money delivered, and we don't know what we're going to do with it. We're not going to tell you about it either.
Where is it? You'll find out
Not
later.
going to tell you what we're doing with it. It's a secret. Well, perhaps they'll get something worked out. It's the only thing you can hope for.
I don't know, what are the last big expenses the city had? $13 million for Keener, $30 million for the trolley, but I think that $30 million I think it was private money.
Beercats is not happy with the Plowhawk either. I think he's not happy with the Plowhawk. I don't know. He said on May 18th, 2022, and 2 separate reports indicated that the Dome at America Center had left 5 open dates anticipating the Battlehawks' return, and that TDECU Stadium would host XFL games in 2023. Took about 10 seconds on Google to find that St. Louis has reserved 5 dates in 2023 to host XFL games.
Okay, so the Dome is covering their ass just in case they do play there. There's no reports that they're playing in the Dome at all. Just because they reserved 5, that's smart of them to do. But what else is going to go in those 5 slots? An Ariana Grande concert in the morning with a monster truck rally in the evening? Come on.
I'd be in for an Ariana Grande morning concert. Sign me up right now.
There's not much that happens there at all now, is there?
Yeah,
occasional concert.
You didn't
once in a blue moon.
Need to do the 5 dates, but it's smart on their end to cover their ass just in case they do play there. But look at the marketing campaign they did 2 years ago. It was everywhere. Get your tickets, do this, do that, and that was a year out from the league starting, and now we're at that exact same position, and there's hush silence. The Dome has no idea if a league is going to be there in a year. Come on, that's kind of obvious to me. But
take that, beer cans.
Congratulations.
Guys, at this point, investing the $500 million into Sibian refurbishing may be their best move. Thanks. That's from Alan.
Lucrative.
Quick turnaround, too, in terms on return on your investment.
Guys, the worst part is Kroenke won the Super Bowl. He's probably going to win the Cup. And we're sitting here squabbling over the scraps from his table. Thanks, Sister Catherine Patricia.
Right. That's what really hurts. Colorado won last night. He's going to do it again to us. He just is. He ruins everything.
His MLS team will crush St. Louis and win a cup or win the MLS Cup next year.
He'll come here to pick it up. There's so many ways that money could be spent to help St. Louis. For starters, get more police on the street. What's going to ultimately destroy downtown is people are afraid to go there. bailing out. Businesses are bailing out. Restaurants are bailing out because people are afraid to go there. Not everybody, but enough.
I'm thinking about getting season tickets to the Dogs.
Oh, that would
Strongly considering it.
How much gas could you buy for 500 million?
How much gas?
It's another gas solution.
All right, hold on.
Dustin Johnson didn't
get out my abacus.
Yeah.
Just spend it all on gas and put it in pumps and then just have gas free for as long as it lasts.
Look at that, Doug. There you go.
Huh. Everyone in the city, 500 million, probably wouldn't last that long.
Yeah.
It's about 106,000 gallons.
Oh, so yeah, that wouldn't even last 6 months.
Yeah, but you get 6 months of free gas. At least you helped out your community.
No. I don't know if anybody would drive into St. Louis to get it, because would the cost be worth it, Doug? Out of your cost?
Probably not.
But tourism,
Well, it'd just be from St. Louis. You have to show your license before you pump that you have to live in St. Louis. You can't come from out of town to do it.
Nice.
Well, does your license say you live in St. Louis? Or is it just Missouri?
Yeah, it's got a zip code.
It gives you your address.
But what if you've moved here from a different land?
Yeah.
You don't get the gas.
Not too bad. You're a foreigner.
Go back home.
Well, this sounds like a flawless plan. I'm excited about it.
I think.
I'm trying. $40 gave me 3/4 of a tank yesterday.
You fill up a big SUV or a truck now, it can cost you like $120.
Yeah, our van costs $100 now.
Oh,
Didn't think it was possible with that vehicle.
And it could get worse.
Well, it is going to. Apparently, there's like no sugarcoating it, which
Right.
I appreciate the the blunt honesty from people saying this is just the beginning.
No supply line.
You have things like the Westboro member guest to look forward to, and kind of.
Yeah. You can get there. You can walk there, get a scooter or something.
Yeah, if I ever get that Vespa, it'll save me some money.
Was the Vespa live?
I don't know.
Putting snow.
Gosh. Would you really drive it?
Of course I would drive it.
Yeah. At some point, things will start to change. At some point, people are going to start carpooling more or downsize their vehicles. You look on the road now, geez, it seems like 2/3 of the car are big SUVs, minivans, trucks.
Yeah. I got the Mungan S hybrid, so I get like 40 miles to the gallon.
Yeah. But people, I don't notice here anyway that people have changed their habits. Maybe some have. I don't notice it.
I'll be calculating just for myself, curiosity's sake, of how much it'll cost me to go to Montana with the van to and fro. Because gas is probably I would say it'd be in the $5 range, probably average, $5.50.
Yeah.
The whole time.
In a big minivan, you're probably only getting 14, 15 miles a gallon.
It has 16-gallon tanks. Yeah, it's gonna be a
$100 every time you fill up, and you'll probably fill up 5 times.
When we went
at
during
least.
COVID, it was $1.95, I think, $2
Yeah.
the last time we went. So talk about over double.
Yeah. At some point, maybe it's cheaper to fly because you got to figure in meals you're going to eat en route and everything.
In that area, you need a vehicle.
You could walk.
Yeah.
It would take 19 days.
Lewis and Clark did
19 days straight?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to stop.
Not a terrible idea.
I don't think you'd get there.
Get this sponsored.
You'd get mauled by a bear somewhere between here and there.
And how long before you think manufacturers just start making electric cars?
I mean, there's a ton
They make
of
them now.
I know, but just the majority of cars on the road are electric.
They say, like, in 10 years, that's going to be the case.
I'd say 25 years, realistically, where you see them at a good enough price for schlubs like me to go after.
It's not going to solve that. It's not going to solve much.
I didn't say
Takes care of gas.
Well, where do you think the electricity comes from to power the cars?
Well, somebody else is going to pay for it. You don't have to.
What?
You go to a pump, you plug your car in, and then you
do that at home.
Yeah, but where does the electricity come from to get that power? It comes from power plants. It comes from
all right. Well, yeah,
gas.
Power plants can pay
plants.
for the gas. You don't have to.
What?
I mean, what?
You charge your electric car at home.
I know, but then if you
You
drive
need to pay your energy
if you drive a long distance, you have to stop somewhere and charge it up. So pumps will have.
That's one of the big problems with electric cars is long distance driving. It's
With no
hard. It's hard to find a supercharging station. It can take you 30 minutes or more to charge it, or more if you find one. I have a neighbor who drove his to Colorado. He said it took him like 17, 18 hours to get there because he had to stop 15 times. And when you stop, you're there sometimes an hour to get the damn thing charged up.
That would be a hard adjustment.
But then think of all the lots you can work around.
Oh, yeah, I love being a lot lizard.
That'll be like charging your cell phone up. There'll be a cord that comes out of your battery. You can just plug it in your cigarette lighter.
Someday, probably. We're not there yet, though. We're not there yet. We're not quite ready for everyone to have an electric car. We're a few years away for that.
Way too many instructions for me for an electric vehicle. I would certainly mess it up somehow.
And the damage they do to the environment is massive. And with the mining that has to be done for the lithium and the
lithium batteries,
nickel and all the aluminum and everything that has to be dug out of the ground to make these things.
Doug, you're making some good point.
Just start taking public transportation.
Where? How could you do that?
You lead the charge.
How would you have done that from your house here on public transportation? Is there a bus line?
There's a bus.
Oh, yeah, there's a bus goes everywhere.
The bus stop, I think, is right out there.
Are you going to do that?
No, I said people can.
Yeah, everybody else. It's good for them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't get on Metrolink without armed security around me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not getting on a bus.
And that's the weird thing, like going to D.C., because that's where Madison's sister lives. It's amazing the convenience of everything in terms of public transportation. How clean it is. Everybody has, like, one of those cards, so, there's no lines. You're just swiping in and out. It is crazy. Just,
we're not big enough for that.
We're just, again, not big enough. I agree. Just can't handle that. But it's so fun to know that you don't have to pay for gas at all in terms of if you live by grocery stores.
Right. And we don't have a million people all going to the same place every day as they do in New York, Chicago, Washington.
Yep.
We have fewer people working downtown than ever before. We're all scattered out.
Now, if you made these buses nicer, like the Beefeater buses in London, the top tier is open deck. Almost like on a boat.
You want to ride in an open deck bus?
Yeah, for the summertime, in spring and fall, and on the wintertime, no. But
on Highway 64th and open deck.
Can you imagine?
People would be falling off in there.
Oh, a lot of people would drive on that.
But it's not about the niceness of the bus, because honestly, the buses are the nicest part of our public transportation. It's the fact that it takes you so freaking long with the stops. Everybody's cutting you off. Nobody respects the buses on the road.
And there's some nice people in the buses.
Yeah, and you're kind of gambling with the patrons, but it just takes so damn long.
Yeah.
No, it's more the people on the bus. It's not the bus itself.
Definitely the bus itself in terms of the length for me. Just time consuming. Grocery shopping, can you imagine doing public transportation grocery shopping? It can take you 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it in some of those cities.
Yeah.
Is there seatbelts on a bus?
No. A handicap.
A Greyhound bus has it.
But I mean regular transport, like if you get on a bi-state bus.
I don't think they're required.
I don't know.
I mean, school buses don't have them.
No.
They're not required to have them, which is super weird, but I think we broke down public transportation pretty well.
We don't have it here.
Your thoughts are welcome on the topic. 314-881-TMA5. 314-881-TMA5. Engineer, design, facilities, text inbox is how you can text in. And you are welcome to email in as well. The morning after at InsideSTL.com for our design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day. And call in. Steve Schmidt, Kia of North County. Phone line 636-9004-TMA. It's our appliance discounters. 8 o'clock hour appliance discounters, your hometown appliance source featuring major brands. For Father's Day, we have a special for SoundStory at mysoundstory.com. Go online at mysoundstory.com. Get a gift certificate. 10% off when you use the promo code TMA. And you can get that gift certificate for Father's Day, the perfect gift, not just for your father or grandfather or for your husband, but for your family and for your kids and their kids and their kids. Your father's voice, your grandfather's voice telling his stories, his life lessons will always be there. Go to mysoundstory.com. I received this email late last night. This is from Mary Kay, who we had, Mary Kay's son-in-law.
Cosmetic company.
Nope. The name of the lady, the Plowhawk and I had in, I think it was on Monday.
She was good.
Tim, I wanted to send a heartfelt thank you for the Sound Story experience that my mother-in-law, Mary Kay, had earlier this week. Mary Kay and my father-in-law arrived in Nashville earlier today for a long weekend, and we had the opportunity tonight to sit around and listen to the audio for the first time. It turned out absolutely perfect. Family is so important to us, and we are so grateful to have her stories and wisdom recorded. And we love knowing that we will be able to share this with our daughter when she is older. Mary Kay brought this up during the interview, but one of the reasons I wanted her to do this and why I think this is so important is because of the untimely death of my father. I would give anything to have audio of him in general, but especially in the interview format that Sound Story offers. We are already talking to other family members about scheduling a time with you. You guys did a fantastic job. P.S. I want the over on Iggy misses 4 feet in member guest this weekend.
Oof.
A nice email talking about your mother-in-law, and then you just have to throw that in there.
What is the number? 3.5?
3.5 is the number.
Okay. That's about the perfect number.
So there's 45 holes in the competition, and then if we were, Doug, fortunate enough to get to the shootout, I think there would be 3 holes, I think. So I guess theoretically 48 opportunities. Now the shootout is alternate shot, and I don't know how that would work. I know I would tee off on the first hole, and Iggy would probably get us there in 2 on that par 5, so I would be putting. And then if I hole out for eagle, then we're good.
But if you don't, he'd be faced with making the 3-footer for birdie,
So
and
that
I doubt he
provides
can
it
even keep it on the green.
And there'll probably be some people out there watching at that point. That's what usually happens for the shootout.
no.
There'll probably be 100 or 200 people following.
Yeah, but you don't know how many 3-footers I'm going to have. I mean, I may have a 20-footer and leave it 5 feet short.
Can you take your therapist with you?
So that will not, but that counts.
Didn't you say miss 3-footers?
The over/under. Well, I mean, so 3-footer. I thought we said 4-footers.
4-footers is
4-footers, and the over/under is 3.5.
Did I miss?
Yes.
No, I'll take the over.
Oh, okay, Doug.
No,
we call these swing thoughts going into the round.
I mean, 40-something holes, and I only missed 4 of them. That's not bad. I'm not going to miss any short putts.
You sure didn't miss Grossmutter.
Man, there's a lot of confidence, and I love Iggy's confidence. But it just gets the listeners really prepared.
Did Grossmutter ever get an attorney to sue your sniper ass?
No, we moved away from Flat Avenue when I was in 3rd grade. So.
Get away from the law?
We had to go into hiding.
Giving an ultimatum.
Figured we were safe in Brentwood.
She showed up at the Brentwood police office with at least 10 BBs embedded in her neck, the poor gal.
It'd be funny if Monica...
My neighbor did it.
Monica Cotting's husband listened to the show. They're talking about you.
I feel bad for the gal.
I don't.
She did not have this coming.
Chris Nagel, for the record, has played 2 holes. He bogeyed 10. He nearly birdied 11, but wound up with a tap-in par. So he and Michael Wellington won over as they are now playing the 12th hole. I would say, Doug, there are 79 players out on the course, and of those 79, only, let's see, 33 are even or better. So the majority of the players are, about 46 players are over par.
Well, that's because they're not very good.
That's correct.
Well, and Wellington said, what do you say, the cut line could potentially be 6
He thought it was going to be
over?
plus 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And this afternoon, the Hawk is going to be up this afternoon. So I waited for roster purposes more tee times in the morning, the Thursday morning, Friday afternoon tee time, because the Hawk is supposed to be aggressive this afternoon. 25-mile-an-hour gusts.
Oh,
So Naismith, Rahm, Morikawa, and Munoz are all tied for the lead at 2 under par. St. Louis and Chris Nagel 1 over par through 2 holes, and he's currently playing number 12. He teed off on the back 9. There is your U.S. Open update here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Felix's Friday night is pizza night. It's felixspizzapub.com. They have a special specific for TMA listeners this week. How do you do? And it's tonight, it's tomorrow, it's Saturday night. The biggest slice in St. Louis is free when you buy any 12-inch or 18-inch pizza. And I'm talking about a monster. This is a $10 pizza slice. That's like a pizza. And it's free. So you can get whatever pizza. I get the Dogtown there. I also got, I can't remember the name of it, West End. That was outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
So 10% of the sales this week will go to Make-A-Wish. And it is Felix's Pizza Pub, and they will be coming up here in about 15 minutes. Friday night is pizza night, TMA. Get these deals, and that's what we have for you this week. Don't forget App Madness. Download the app. Jackson, what is the word this week? What is our prize?
The promo code, or the keyword, I should say, is BANTY. B-A-N-T-Y. You enter that into the profile section of your already created profile in the TMA STL app, because I know our listeners have heeded our advice and downloaded the app and then created a profile. So once you do that, click on the little graphic that says App Madness, enter in the keyword BANTY, and you'll be entered into a raffle to win dinner with the boys from TMA at Olive and Oak. So that's what we got for App Madness this week. We got another prize, another keyword next week, and the week after that. And so stay tuned. It's a lot of fun, and let's win this thing. Come on now.
Wow.
Nice. Come on now.
A heck of a pep talk.
Like Herb Brooks.
No,
Yeah.
here I am.
Congrats to our listeners.
The Soviet days are over.
Beating 2 stations.
Oh, let's not berate them yet.
This is our time.
Our time up here.
Tired of hearing about the Soviets.
I mean, yesterday, I don't know what they're doing around here. King Scott yesterday went into the lobby, picked up a table and a plant.
That's what they're giving away is office furniture?
That's what they're giving away. Office furniture and a plant from the lobby.
My word.
So it just shows
What the
it's
hell's
not
going on
necessarily
here?
about the prizes. It's more about how popular the shows are.
Well, yeah, what would you rather have? Dinner with us at Olive Oak or a plant and a desk?
I don't know. Depending on who you ask.
a nice gift.
Potted plant. Give me that potted plant.
Ooh, yeah, big ficus.
Because we need that for our cuckolding.
We're going to have to put a fake potted plant somewhere in our new studio. Somewhere.
Just for people to crouch behind.
Yeah, just to have that kind of
hidden tiger
visual.
Crouching cuckold.
There's our new.
I like that. Can we get that T-shirt?
That actually would be outstanding.
Hidden tiger,
have
crouching cuckold.
Doug.
Absolutely riding. Jackson's communicating with Alan Dadeville.
Oh.
I just saw somebody say absolutely riding hard. And I go, wow, this is getting graphic. But it's Jackson saying he's riding hard with Tatum over 30 tonight.
Yeah, big performance from the boy tonight.
Yeah, he has not had a great final.
Well, he better pick it up.
Boys, I hate to do this. I got to take a call, but it's an important call.
Oh, go for it, dude. We can go. What do you think, Doug? What do you want to talk about now?
Well, he hasn't had a bad. He hasn't had a bad finals, Plaz. He just hasn't been all NBA first team kind of.
Well, his series prior to that were. He had a stretch there where they were absolutely tremendous. Still getting his boards and assists, but
yeah, he needs to. Be
You think he's nervous?
No, he just needs to be more aggressive when he's with the ball. He often gets rid of it, which is good. He's a great playmaker, but take it to the rack, JT.
Does he come back home and eat emos after the NBA Finals win?
Does he still live here full time?
Oh, he loves his home. I doubt he lives here full time.
Boston right now.
Yeah, there's no way you can live here full time.
But he's. Yeah, I don't know.
I saw in a couple more years, his earnings will be at about $400 million.
Well,
he's making about 30 this year.
Yeah, he's gonna be making.
Where would you live if you had that kind of money and you had a 4 or 5 month off season?
I would have a nice place in Boston.
I think we talked about that on Pepper and Genie.
We did. I would have a nice place in Malibu, right by the beach.
I want to live near Lake Como in Italy.
Yeah, you could have the ability to
Milan.
have 5
You could have all that.
homes wherever
Yeah,
you
all
would
that.
like and still have a ton of.
But it takes a lot to keep those houses up.
Right. And if you're not living there, 8 months out of the year.
It might be easier just to go and stay in the Ritz for a week if you want to go to California.
I'd have one of my people do Airbnbs on the houses I don't own. You could get a pretty penny for a Malibu home, and if you got a place in Italy.
Yeah.
I think you could rent that out, especially with the cachet and the name brand. Get a little bit more of an expense.
Italy is where you'd go?
I didn't
Lake
say
Como.
that.
That's where I would go.
Where Jackson said he'd like to lay his head
That's a
at.
job I would like. I don't know how I would promote myself. But just to be a house sitter for all these musicians that are traveling on tour, just to live in your houses, take care of your plants, take your mail, and then move on to the next house. Just be a constant house sitter.
Well, there's probably people who do that.
Most people use family or friends.
How would I find
right?
that job?
They're probably beautiful young girls.
I don't know. Like a band goes out on tour, and they're on tour for 38, 40 weeks of the year. You need somebody to be in that house.
I don't know if they do or not.
It'd be fun.
How many bands are out there on the road that many times?
Well, I'm just using this an example. Actors, we're on set we got a movie where we're on set for 30 weeks in New Mexico or whatever.
They're traveling nurses. You'd like to be a traveling house sitter.
Yes, just travel house sitter. I only need you for 4 weeks in May. Okay. I'll pencil you in.
What if it didn't pay anything? You just got to live there.
Well, it had to be some money.
What about free travel and expense, but no pocket cash?
Well, then I can't do it.
No, you can't.
Unless I could do that for 52 weeks out of the year and I wouldn't need any money. But you still need cigarette money, clothes allowance, you can't just have no money.
Cigarette money.
Imagine
You
that
can't
being
have
in
no
your
money.
ad.
How about food and insurance and
Well,
things like that?
if I ate there, that's fine. But what if I want to go buy a pair of slacks?
Don't say slacks.
Slack. I need money.
Imagine Harry Styles interviewing candidates and interviews Ziggy and goes, "What do you need this for?" He goes, "I need cigarette money."
You suppose they probably pick family members, friends to do that kind of stuff, don't you think?
Most times,
Yeah, probably.
sure.
It was just a thought.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You'd have to market yourself.
Guys, can you upload the best ofs an hour late tomorrow so it feels like a normal morning? That's from Long Balls.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we're just going to have today's segments for tomorrow's show. Am I correct on that, Jackson? I'm putting you on the
I'd be
spot.
TMA all day stuff.
Okay, TMA all day stuff. Okay.
How long do you think his balls are?
Clip that off.
Like drooping down to the ankles or something?
Yeah, he could probably tuck his little ween in there and, like a little knapsack.
Why don't you just go to TMA app and you can listen to any show you want? There's a bunch of best ofs on there. Pick the one you want.
Yeah, go to P&G, man. Represent. Pepper and Genie got some bangers.
Yeah, Tim and I did a podcast yesterday, too.
Nice.
Nice little Friday morning listening for the folks.
Chris Nagel has bogey number 12.
Oh, no.
He is 2 over through 3. Doug, having trouble finding the fairways on the 2 par 4s is what I see.
Okay.
I also saw Adam Scott was pitching from 80 yards, and the ball hit the front of the green and then rolled back to his feet all the way back 80 yards.
I don't like that. That's stupid.
Yeah,
That's miniature golf.
That course sounds like a grind already.
And Nagel's playing partner had a birdie putt, and it rolled off the green.
That's stupid.
So it sounds like you're getting an idea of
that's stupid. It's not fun,
conditions
I don't think.
So I don't think you're going to see a lot of low numbers today. The lowest number right now is Matthew Naismith and Colin Morikawa, both at 3 under par.
Matthew Naismith invented basketball.
That's correct. That is correct. He went to Kansas.
Yes, he did.
Now, since he invented basketball, they have not called a foul on a Jayhawk player.
They don't have to because they invented it.
And if there ever is one called, wow.
We'll make the rules here. We invented the game.
Bill Self would go to another team.
Zalatoris still struggling.
Doug, Will Zalatoris, you wanted to hear about Will Zalatoris. Let me take a look. I'm doing a lot of scrolling, Iggy.
He was 2 over last night.
I'm doing a lot of scrolling. He is 2 over through 6.
Yeah,
there are
your goose is cooked.
There are a lot of big numbers out
he's
there.
tied with one of your guys.
In the early going. A lot of pluses. Well, there's
going to be a lot of pluses. You
As
just got to
far
stay away
as
from
the
those
most
big numbers.
Recognizable name pluses, it would be Zalatoris, Kisner, both 2 over, Spieth's 2 over. And
Dougie, you got Kisner, Lee.
Berger and Cantlay and Shoffley and Matsuyama are all 1 over as well. So there you go. That's a U.S. Open though, man. Hey, would you like to pour yourself a glass of bourbon right now?
Yep.
Okay. Well, here you go. It's a fistful of bourbon. Here. There it is. Let me pour it in there, Iggy. You going to take the edge off today? I don't know if I've ever even really seen you drink now that I think about it.
I don't drink on the golf course.
You're more of a crystal meth guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll snort a line in the cart, but I won't drink. I'm drawing a line.
Without saying. There is a new whiskey in town. Fistful of Bourbon's the name, and going down easy is their game. The kin behind Fistful has spent over 100 years concocting the finest blend of 5 whiskeys this side of the Smokies, making it the smoothest bourbon your mouth will ever feel. This is the kind of complexity that can only be accomplished with good old-fashioned hard work and sound alchemy. That's why Fistful of Bourbon keeps winning gold medals, blue ribbons, and whatnots at every fancy liquor competition from the Berkshires to Bakersfield. Get wise, pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy Fistful responsibly. And Mentality is a part of TMA. If you are interested in Mentality, I can tell you firsthand. I went out there in April and I got tested. Go to lowtusa.com. The normal range for testosterone is large. If you've been to a doctor and they told you that you were normal without understanding the range of testing your testing your free testosterone, which is different, it wasn't fully looked at. Come get checked with Mentality. Go to lowtusa.com. Testosterone therapy helps men regain normal function and restore their ability to perform normally at all levels. Here are some symptoms of low testosterone. Low energy, low motivation, weight gain, muscle loss, fatigue. If you're tired all the time, you're feeling anxious, moody, irritable, impatient, dealing with anxiety or depression, those are symptoms of low testosterone. So go to lowtusa.com. Check it out at lowtusa.com for clinic locations and their convenient COVID-friendly option. Mentality allows treatment to fit into every guy's life. I went out there It was a very easy experience, great talking with the consultants and physicians there at Mentality, and I would recommend it wholeheartedly to our audience. It is Mentality. Trivia will go on sale on Monday at 8 a.m. We will be off tomorrow, best ofs tomorrow, and we will be back live on Monday, and at 8 a.m. trivia will go on sale. And my understanding is, and if anybody knows, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but my understanding is you purchase a table.
Yeah.
And then, you're obviously doing it with friends, significant others, whatever, and then people can pay you back. But one person will purchase the table, and there'll be 25 tables on sale. And ideally, we will have information on all of the what is included. But I know Salt and Smoke is included. I believe Pizza Place might be included for late-night snacking. And I believe libations may be included. But once that is all finalized, we'll have it. And it will go on sale at 8 a.m. on Monday. And the event is July 23rd at St. Gabriel's Gymnasium. Doug, I don't know if you got a chance to see, but Jesse Kiowski, our marketing and events director here on TMA, along with TMA General Sales Manager and 101 ESPN General Sales Manager Kelly Hanna, went and toured. They got a private tour of the St. Gabriel Gymnasium for the trivia night, and just absolutely, I think they were awe-inspired by the banners and the presence of all of the banners.
Is your name on any of those banners?
My last name is.
Okay, but that was one of your brothers?
Sister.
Sister? That's even worse.
My sister was an all-Metro soccer player.
She was able.
College.
She's
a legitimate athlete. My brother guarded Larry Hughes in high school. He's tall with a full head of hair.
How'd that go against Hughes?
He was legitimate. I got cut from everything, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody really. I don't know. The only person I know who handled an NBA player is our board operator.
Yeah, Livingston didn't know what hit him after dropping those threes.
No, well, you were sinewy.
Oh, that's the problem with Livingston. He's like he didn't guard the corner that well.
What if during one of the 2016 NBA Finals they brought Plowsy onto ESPN to break down how to guard Sean Livingston?
That would be so good. Have Windhorse ask me some questions.
And then there's just the plow on.
You shut him down, did you?
I didn't shut him down defensively, but I think
you drained it on him, didn't you? 28 points or something.
Yeah. And
so when you went up for three and he went up to block it, you just shot under his legs?
No, well, like I said, I would.
Were his legs akimbo?
I would move down to the corner, and he would be, probably in I don't know if Peoria Central ran a 3-2, but he was kind of that top wing guy.
This was high school?
Oh, it was. I get that it wasn't AAU, it was AYB, I think is what they called it, American Youth Basketball.
How old were you?
So there was a 3-year age gap in terms of, because it was a local Illinois tournament. So I think I was in 6th and he was in 8th.
So he's like one of the best basketball players in Central Illinois, and he's playing kids 2 years younger
Well,
than
he
him.
can't play AAU at the time. And so, it's his only outlet. And
Right,
so his team was absolutely unbeatable. But you would have to, you would set up these matchups and play, 8-9 games in a weekend, so you'd eventually play.
Right, yeah, makes sense.
But he was absolutely the best player I have ever seen.
After your 25th point, did you turn to their bench and say, "You gonna get someone real out here to guard me?" Or
no, they were up 28 at the time. So they were kind of they were fine.
You kept pouring them in, though. You didn't get a lot of help from your teammates, sounds like.
Well, I didn't play any defense either. I think Livingston had 40.
Tim, you should drop a Blue Chew in Iggy's water while you're on the course today. It'd be great content to see Uncle Foreskin try to putt with a pitch pen. Thanks. That's from Father Brown. I dug. His parish is over in Belleville.
Well, Iggy, they're chewables, right? They're not dissolvable tablets.
Chewable, yeah. That's what I understand.
Yeah, chewable tablets.
But you don't need them.
Do I have it today?
Yeah, you got one right now.
I'll go ahead and read it.
Okay.
Yeah, with this weather today, what you don't want to hear is you're out there playing golf, or you're out in the garden, and you're like wilting. And your wife says, well, that's not the only thing wilting.
What would she be doing out there?
Are you ever going to get that thing up?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a very easy solution.
We berate the audience in these live reads.
Well, the wife is. I'm not. I'm just telling you what your wife's telling you.
She's just walking behind you while you're golfing?
Yeah. Or maybe she's caddying.
Saying you're wilting.
Maybe she's playing with you.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm wilting. Well, you've been wilting for a while. It's very simple.
That you can think of.
BlueChew.com.
Oh.
Promo code TMA. First order free. What do you have to lose except stop being berated? Aren't you tired of it by now? You get home from a long day at the office, or you're out on the golf course, a long day. What do you want to do? What is the most relaxing thing you can do when you get out of the shower?
Just sleep, I guess.
Sex.
Oh, okay.
But if you can't get hard, you can't have sex.
No.
How you said that?
That used to be. I'd get home and I'd living over in Pheasant Run, and I was living with a girl, and
Where's Pheasant Run?
It's right off of Dorset.
Okay.
But it's afternoon sex. There's nothing better. But if you get home, your wife's ready, and you can't get hard, guess what?
What?
You're not having sex.
No.
She's not having sex.
Really?
Something has to be done.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Blue Chew.
That's the answer.
Pretty simple. Chewable tablet. Go online. Medical professionals will talk to you online, private. You don't have to go to a doctor's office.
Do you have to live in Pheasant Run to get this deal?
No, that was just where I lived.
Oh.
You can live wherever you want.
Okay.
What was the linguine line again? I missed that one.
No, that was, it's happened. Honey, where's the leftover linguine between your legs?
That's what it was. Thank you, Eggs.
I mean, if you're tired of being berated. But medical professionals, online, privacy of your own home.
Okay.
Talk to them about what's going on with you. They will find the plan for you.
This is for Pheasant Run residents only.
No. This is for
Doug, it's a very targeted geo campaign for Blue Chew.
Anybody in the country who's listening to this show, you can do it. It's not just down the street. Anybody.
Okay.
The same active ingredients you find in Viagra and Cialis.
Right there.
In a chewable tablet. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com, type in TMA for the code word.
Nice.
First order free. Free. It's not like your wife says, honey, you have to get hard. We can't have sex unless you can get erect.
Right.
It's too expensive. Guess what? It's free. Just because you can't get hard doesn't mean you can't do math.
Stop berating folks.
So TMA is the code. First order free, and it's $5 for shipping and handling. That's it. Your wife will be happy. You'll be happy. I mean, you can't be happy just, honey, ready for bed? No, nothing's happening.
More berating.
Nothing's happening down there. Well, stop with that.
Yeah.
Let something happen down there.
Okay.
BlueChew.com. Get a stiffy and a jiffy.
This is Blue Chew. Welcome aboard to Blue Chew. And we are happy to have them, but Doug, they are not happy at all in the engineering design facilities text inbox.
Why is that?
Somebody has clearly put some money on Chris Nagel and angry with us for talking about him. Is there a reason you guys thought this Nagel guy could win? WTF and then an angry emoji. Why would you promote we wager money on this guy? I've watched 3 holes. He has no chance at winning. Not like you, Tim. Thanks.
Oh, gosh.
Well, did we say he has a good chance? I think we kept saying he's 100,000 on DraftKings.
Yeah. If you bet $100 and Chris Nagel wins U.S. Open, you win $100,000. Therefore, by definition, he is not considered a favorite to win.
No.
It's a great story. It's a St. Louisan. We know
It's
his pattern.
early.
It's early. It's the first week of the season.
Right. You think Freeze isn't going to hit?
Nice.
You think Pujols isn't going to hit?
Nagel's not going to get a
Scotty?
green inauguration? Are you kidding me?
He stuck one on 11, but didn't make the putt. It's still Naismith and Morikawa. Morikawa is through his front, and he shot 32 on the front.
Yeah.
How do you do?
Wow.
How do you do? Oh, was Zalatoris with a birdie, Iggy? So there he is, plus one. What do
Woohoo!
Are you over Zalatoris? And Nagel just birdied.
Oh.
Let's go.
What do you think of that, Texter?
Nagel
Go,
just
Chris.
birdied. Chris Nagel has just birdied the 13th, and so he is 1 over par through 4 holes.
He's
He teed
right
off
in
on the
this
back
baby.
nine.
He's right in there.
What's the par 5 on that side?
Doug, what's the par 5?
I don't know.
Number
You think
14. He's got a par 5
He's
now.
got a par 5 coming up, too.
Okay.
I love this Nagel
It's like
tracker.
a 610-yard par 5.
see
Yeah,
if I-
Nagel Tracker's the NAEGELTRACKER.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Let's see. Wizard just sent me the ownership percentage for the $100 Millionaire Maker. God, Sungjae M was nearly owned by 30%.
Yeah, I have him on one of my teams.
And Fitzpatrick, 23%. Finau, I had some Finau. I feel like I'm Mark. 22%. McElroy, 22%. Zalatoris, 21%. Burns, 21%. Schauffele, nearly 20%. Homa, nearly 20%. Lowry, 17%. Riley, 16%. Fleetwood, 15%. Thomas, 15%. Rahm, 15%.
Where's Scheffler?
15%. Scheffler, clear that the projections on Scheffler. Oh my God, only 8%. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I was seeing projections of like 19% on him. Doug, I'm going to check my spreadsheet. For
Okay,
you. Let
let's
you know
start.
what
Spread your cheeks. What'd you say?
off.
And he was the highest
my
price.
last one.
Highest price
It was
player,
dropping.
too,
It was 13%. Wow, that dropped big time.
You think maybe because he was the highest price player?
The guys who really play this, they play it like the market. They're like, okay, people are moving in this direction on this person, so then guys who really know are going to move off of them, but then I'm going to go to the third level, and since people are going to move off of them, I'm now going to go back on them. It's such a, there's no possible way you can explain it on the radio. I don't know. I know he's thinking what I have, and so I'm going to act like it's a poker thing. I'm going to act like he has that, and it's a whole thing. But seeing Scheffler that low, wow, boy, I missed that. I missed that big time. You can text in 314-881. What the hell is our text number?
TMA5.
TMA5. Thank you very much.
Got it all.
Guys, Nagel just hit the shot of the tournament on number 13. It was a tap-in birdie.
Yeah,
I'd love to be able to watch him. Felix is in the house. How about that?
You see Adam Scott's actual video of his shot?
Yeah, where he hit an 80-yard pitch.
Holy
It was on the green. It was on the green, and it rolled back.
That's unfair.
Right when he hit it, I think you could tell his reaction that was going to happen. Because he looked like he was ready for that ball to come back down right by him to get out of the way. It's terrible. It went 3 yards.
I don't think the Scotsman who invented the game
3 yards.
had that in mind when they were.
A lot of courses have false fronts, but not one that comes back 80 yards. That's just
insane, man.
Guys, Iggy has so much misplaced confidence in his short game with how badly he will be shaking from his nerves. That's from Big Tuft.
I like the name, though.
Get the Manscaped Big Tuft and get the tuft out of there. There's no nerves. I just have very bad.
Do you worry that you're going to overcorrect? Because the one thing I said is be firm with the short putts, because that's how you make those things. But then that there might be an overcorrection and you'll have a 4-footer and then you'll have a 5-foot comebacker.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going to smash it through. It's just I'm not going to do that little Brandt Snedeker jab putt. You know, I'll follow through and I'll look at a 2-foot circle around the hole. And
Why does Brandt Snedeker have to take a shot?
well, that's how he putts. He has no follow through. He just
Of all people to
jabs
pick
at the
out.
putt.
Seems like a nice enough gentleman. Nashvillian.
Never done anything to me.
Didn't see him get dragged on today's show.
Well, that's the putting stroke that I usually try to do with the short putts. I try to dive into the hole and try to read breaks into 3 feet putt. So now it's
I actually leave the stick in for putting now, which is total square, but whatever, because I aim at either the stick itself and just fire it in there, or I'll aim it at the left side of the stick or the right side of the stick if there's a little break. Tim, tell the Orange Monster that he's missing an entire demographic. I'm 47, healthy as a lark, and divorced with no ED issues. I pop the penis pills because it enhances everything and I can go forever. The divorcees absolutely love it. Thanks. That's from the 304.
Oh. I don't know how real that is, but God bless him.
Probably real. Probably real.
It's not what I'm promoting.
Yeah, I know. All the divorcees love the boner pills for 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
When I talk about enhancing your performance, you can't get hard, take the pill.
Which pill?
The pill he's taking. He's not taking the chewable tablet. I know that.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, he should be.
He should be taking Blue Chew. I don't know what you're taking, but...
Iggy, you've spilled your coffee multiple times this week because of your nerves, but yeah, I'm sure your putts will be fine this weekend. God. It's from Big Tuft.
I move my hand when I'm talking to Doug. I swipe to talk to Doug, and the coffee thing was there.
That's all that happens.
You never spilled anything?
Well, I have.
You ever spilled anything?
You spill your guts to your wife until you've been with men.
What?
I don't know. I liked it, though.
You can never go wrong with it.
Oh,
it's like the Matty Mock when he's in.
I missed the origin of that video.
That was from Ray King's Twitter account.
Yeah, Ray King.
Which confused the hell out of the people covering it.
Yeah, he missed, and he also missed.
A Twitter account attributed to former Cardinal reliever Ray King.
And it was Ray King's photo, and I think right after that, Ray King actually told the other Ray King that he...
Well, didn't Ray King, the real Ray King, have to issue a statement saying, like, I don't know. I don't know Matty Mock. I don't do coke.
Yeah, it's super funny, dude.
The only thing I remember...
Doug, our show, we destroy lives. Jack Nicholson said in A Few Good Men, we save lives. Right. That's what he said to Tom Cruise. He didn't have time. He didn't have the time for this show. We destroy lives.
We have in the past. Sure we have.
Did you see Did you see that Ray King actually had to make a statement?
I'm pretty sure.
Video of the cocaine Matty Mock was using.
I'm pretty sure he's like, I don't know how this came about or why this guy uses my name.
Man, dude, that was so good.
Like, imagine if, what's his name? Who's the guy who sends the long emails in Sweaty? Esteban Yan.
Oh, God.
Imagine him having to give a statement,
too.
I don't know if he had a contract with this company, but for like a straight year in the clubhouse, the only shirt he ever wore, Ray King, was a dry crack is a happy crack.
That's true. God, I hadn't thought about that in probably 17 years. But
Every
you are
day.
correct.
That was the same
I
shirt.
saw Steve Klein's balls so often.
Oh.
Nice.
Hey, McKernan. And I turn around and go, what's up? And he goes, flying squirrel. And he'd have his penis and balls concocted in a little... No, that's what you get if you're interested in covering...
How about we get some
professional
out for
sports.
the 8th inning before we do that kind of thing? Can we close out a game first, then play with our package?
Yeah, I gave up 3 in the 9th, but look at my nuts.
What did he do to Tony? He
Gave him the finger.
But something with his chest. I don't know what.
Oh, and then we asked if La Russa didn't see it, and in the post game he was asked about it, and he goes, "He did that? Oh, I'm go in there and stand on his chest."
He did, and he ended the press conference, and he went in there. And then the next day I had Klein on what was the morning grind at the time, and he said, I'm not going to apologize for it because I'm not sorry about it. And I said, well, you know what? I got to tell you, that's refreshing. Apologies weren't as commonplace as they are now. He goes, I mean, if I don't know what he said, something along the lines of, I shouldn't have done it, but I don't apologize because in the moment, that's what I was feeling, so I'm not going to apologize for it. I go, I respect the fact that you're not going to apologize. I wasn't saying good for you. So then I'm talking to Dan McLaughlin on the field later that afternoon, just BSing, and Walt Jocketty walks by, and he was not a fan of my work at all. And he walks by, and he sees me and Dan, I say, what's up? And he looks at me, and he goes, I'm not talking to you. And I go, what's going on? I followed him. I go, what's up? And he goes, I heard that this morning. You were encouraging him. You know he's going to say anything. And you were encouraging him. I said, I wasn't encouraging him. I said, I wasn't responsible for flipping Tony off. I said, if somebody doesn't feel sorry for something, I appreciate him being honest. That's what I was saying. Yes, but he did flip off the Cardinal manager.
Right, you shouldn't do that.
Didn't he say he was tired of being dry humped out there?
That's what it was.
Dry humped.
And then we were like, what in the hell is dry hump? And that's the term those guys, I guess, pitchers use in the bullpen when you get up. Like Oviedo was being dry humped often last night.
You warm up and you don't get
in the game. That's dry humping.
But they got to know that that's part of the deal.
Well, I know Klein was a banty rooster, though, obviously. He's now a coach of a college team.
I wonder how that's going. Yeah. He was coaching with the Giants for a while, wasn't he, in their minor league system?
Yep. He got to Double-A. He knows a lot.
He was a great guy. We loved him.
Oh, my God. He really is. He's as down to earth as it gets. Mm-hmm. The governor, Steve Klein.
He is the... Now I've done it. He is the...
Now I've done it.
God damn it. Where is he?
Oh, no.
You can't say that.
Oh, yeah. No. You actually can't say that.
No.
I said, damn it. I didn't say anything in front of it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, he dumped it.
I dumped it anyway, just to make sure.
That's my first dump.
You can't say it. It's just...
Let him down!
It's just something you shouldn't say.
Well,
Catholic people don't like it, but it's not an FCC violation.
Oh, I bet it is.
I was trying to look up where he coached.
Doug is actually right. You cannot say.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard it plenty of times.
On terrestrial radio?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Who's saying it?
Other stations, and there's
down the hall,
and there's actually a couple of songs that have that in it that aren't bleeped out.
I don't know where he coaches now.
Yeah, all that.
I was just trying to look for
all that cussing for nothing.
I didn't. Whatever. I'm glad it was dumped, just in case, but I didn't say anything.
What a potty mouth this guy.
Yeah, it's back. If you want to use it again, Jack, in our dump machine, just get back to normal.
Cursing like a sailor on shore leave.
Fire up another one.
Felix is in for Friday Night is Pizza Night, and we have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. We have the Burn Early Cutlery Cuts of the Week. Again, this is our Friday show. We're off tomorrow, and you can send your complaints about that, and those go to negril111@gmail.com.
Gmail,
That's where you
yes.
can
We're off because Tim and I are playing golf. That's why we're off, so go ahead and bitch all you want.
Well, we asked Jennings if he wanted to come in, and Jennings couldn't do it. So that was the root of it, and then talked with the station and thought, okay, just go ahead. It's one day, whatever. So anyway, but I think Jennings, when I go to Hilton Head with my family at the end of July, I think Jennings will be in. Plowhawk, you'll probably be out at that time, though, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm out the 29th to the 10th, so I don't know when you guys are.
You say best of for that?
Best of that week, yeah.
Okay, I mean, it's not going to be my call. They're not going to...
We'll take a commercial break and come back with our Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. This is the Appliance Discounter's 8 o'clock hour from the Michelob Ultra Studios. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Tim McKernan, once a young boy attending St. Gabriel's in South City, with big league dreams and a lopsided head. But that head was full of hair back then, so you couldn't tell much. Anyway, who knew he would someday return to St. Gabriel's triumphantly as the host of a kick-butt trivia night that's all about the show he eventually created and finally brought to the big leagues, HD2 Radio. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabe's. It's trivia all about the morning after. So if you know about Iggy's weirdo Hito obsession, or maybe how many days the dude from the poor part of whatever city has been suspended by Doug or whatever, this thing's right up your alley. Tables of 8 go on sale Monday, June 20th at 8 a.m., around 25 minutes before the end of the Munganast 7 a.m. hour. TMA math right there. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke and beer from a beer sponsor to be named later. A portion of ticket proceeds will go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. TMA Trivia Night. Get more details at tmastl.com.
Tullamore Dew is one of the best known and most loved Irish whiskeys in the world. Founded in 1829 in the town of Tullamore and inspired by early owner Daniel E. Williams, whose initials live on each bottle to this day. As one of the world's top 2 Irish whiskeys, Tully prides itself on exceptional liquid quality. The original triple blend of malt whiskey, grain whiskey, and pot still whiskey come together to create an unrivaled taste and character like no other in the category. Tullamore Dew, Irish whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. Please enjoy Tullamore Dew responsibly. This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
I know that most of the listeners on the morning after are very wealthy individuals who don't worry about a mortgage, Ryan Kelly. But some people do, and you're telling me that you don't even have to have any money down to be able to buy a home now.
That's right. At thehomeloanexpert.com, you can buy a house with zero money down, like legit. And right now is a perfect time to go out and be looking at those homes. So if you think you need these big down payments, you don't. Well, maybe if you're going to the bank. Get pre-approved to buy the home of your dreams today by visiting thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at tmastl.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. Friday night, pizza night. But this week, every night is pizza night with TMA. Check out Felix's Pizza Pub for a free biggest slice in St. Louis all this week when you buy a 12 or 18-inch pizza. I mean, these slices are huge. Each slice is so big, they're valued at $10. Felix's opens at 3 p.m. Monday through Thursday and at 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday. 10% of all sales benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Grab yourself a 12 or 18-inch pie and get a big old slice all this week at Felix's Pizza Pub. So TMA is competing against real HD1 stations all month in our corporate app madness contest. And we're not winning right now. So get the TMA app if you don't have it. Make a profile, sign in, and you could win the week 2 prize. Dinner with TMA at Olive and Oak. You'll get a new keyword each week on the TMA app. Use that keyword to enter the contest on the app for a chance to win. Did we mention you have to have the app and you have to have an account and you have to sign in? App Madness. Help the little show that could. Stick it to the HD1 guys. Get more info at tmastl.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Well, let's put our golf where our mouths are.
Now.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Doug, we're back with an eggy banger. Felix is just sitting awkwardly, just like, where's everybody at?
The pizza is here.
And that's
Chicken
when.
wings are here.
Yeah, your mic is on. Talk. You're part of the show now.
All right.
Yeah, half of our show is gone right now.
It's
Doug.
hard to do radio when the pizza's here.
Yes.
We'd like to sit and eat for a while.
The wings look great.
Yeah, we don't want to talk sports or cuckolding or anything else right now. What we want to do is eat.
God, we're back.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, there's not the apology. It's on me.
Point Los Lonely Boys.
But we're enjoying Los Lonely Boys. And if you're watching on
pizza.
YouTube,
Yeah.
you see Chef Andy is in from Felix's Pizza Pub, which you guys probably said.
We said. Yeah, he said.
In my stead.
Sitting there awkward, I said, you're a part of the show now since half of our show is not here.
Yep.
So,
Well,
welcome.
Doug, I was just in the Little Wizards. Chef Andy, Felix's Pizza Pub. Let's take a look at what we've got here.
I got a pizza behind me.
You got, all right, Plowhawk on the Plowhawk cam. Andy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you hadn't seen it yet. Doug, it was like a big reveal for him. It does look so good, man.
You got a key up top right there with all the ingredients.
Yeah, you see on the top of the board up here, Plowhawk.
Yeah, laid it out
Let the people know what Chef Andy has brought in,
Okay,
because
the first one
we got to show the sizes of the slice are like a pizza. That's a it's like a pizza in of itself, Doug.
Quarter of the 18-inch pizza when you order a 12-inch or an 18-inch.
And you get that free tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday when you go to Felix'sPizzaPub.com. And now when I ordered, and I was telling some people this, there was a radio special on the app for the deal a couple of weeks ago. So you guys obviously have a great business going. So the best place to order, would you say, is going online and ordering? That's the move. Felix'sPizzaPub.com.
The best way to get the direct access to the pizza.
And the special is on the menu when you go there. So if you buy a 12-inch or 18-inch pizza, you get one of these slices, which is, I don't even know, man. It's like a pizza in and of itself.
Yeah,
and you can pick whatever you want. You can get something different,
close
obviously.
to a 12-inch pizza.
Is that what it is?
Pretty darn close. I mean, it's a quarter of an 18-inch pizza. It's a large slice there.
How about that?
See, Franz Park is right up my girlfriend's alley. She loves the
What's
cheese.
on that, Plowhawk? Tell
You
the
got the
people.
balsamic, you got the basil, you got the ricotta cheese, and that's all up her alley.
Franz Park, they call
Franz
it.
Park. See, mine is more of the fire. I love buffalo chicken style pizza in any form. Yeah. That's the first thing I saw. Bell peppers. You got sriracha. The cream sauce and this like.
It's a sriracha creme is what it is in there.
That looks really good.
That one.
Do you ever have trouble just making the pizza instead of eating it? I mean, isn't it hard to be around that food all the time and not just eat
I love
constantly?
it. Well, between that and Sonny's Cantina, I'm eating quite a bit of food all day. You know.
It's Felix'sPizzaPub.com. This is Chef Andy from Felix's Pizza. This is tonight. This is tomorrow night, and this is Saturday night. All you got to do is go online at Felix'sPizzaPub.com, and don't forget the wings, which you brought in as well. Plowhawk, grab the wings, and let the people see on your camera. I got some wingy here. Take a look if you're watching at YouTube.com/TMASTL.
Those are downright some of the best wings in St. Louis. Are they? If I do say so myself.
How about that?
I've been cooking trash wings since I was probably 11 years old.
Yeah.
Learned back in South County, back in like the old Garvey's, Caruso's.
Yeah,
days,
man,
you know?
sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what makes these, in your opinion, so good?
Just using the jumbo wings themselves, they really hold up to the double deep fry that you have to do.
I can't really handle it right now.
Making sure that they could get a nice set with all that, soaking in all that sauce before you dump into the fryer a second time.
How do you get jumbo wings? Big chickens?
You know, I have no idea, and I don't really want to find out. But, yeah, those are some pretty darn
Those are big
wings. Yeah.
Do you trash them and then sauce them to complete it? Or
yeah, we put a little extra sauce on there. Our traditional trash wing at Felix's comes with the buffalo and the jalapeno ranch right there.
So good. I like a trashed wing, but I do like the addition of a little bit more sauce because kind of get that texture thing. Oh.
Yeah, it's all about that texture and the taste. And it's all at Felix'sPizzaPub.com. Get it. It's in Dogtown. Went there a couple of weeks ago for our first run with Felix's, and that's what we've got going on tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday night. Go online at Felix'sPizzaPub.com. And with any 12 or 18-inch pizza, you get one of those monster slices, which is essentially like another 12-inch pizza, for free. for free at felixspizzapub.com. Chef Andy, thank you so much, man.
Thank
and
you
the
for
wings.
having me.
Appreciate it, brother. There is Felix.
Take care.
Jalapeno ranch to go, like in a separate container.
Yeah, you want to see those in
That
stores.
is
Absolutely.
so good.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. It's a good treat, man. Looking
Wonderful.
forward to doing it again with you guys again. Friday night is Pizza Night. Felix's Pizza Pub. Thanks, Chef Andy.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for
Everybody
the
have a great
treats.
weekend.
Take it easy,
Thank
man.
you
You too. That's Chef Andy of Felix's Pizza Pub.com doing our Friday night is Pizza Night. Doug, what were you pounding right there?
I had the Dogtown pizza.
How'd it treat you? That's
pepperoni, sausage.
That's what I got a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It is really great.
But I like that one with the sriracha on there. That looks pretty good. That might be what I go with, Iggy, after we, what are we going? Are we going 2-0-1 tomorrow, you said?
No, I want 12 points tomorrow.
Wow.
Well, that's not really all that aspirational.
Really? You're gonna?
Well, there's 30 out there.
So that's right. I was talking.
Aim low, then you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, if we play 3 matches and.
I want 30% of the point. Damn.
Well, let's just say we win.
Over under on our point total is now in there, and it is 12.5. You want to bet that?
Well, I mean, if we play 3 matches, so if we get, let's just say we get 5 points a match, that's getting 4 points and then the win, so that's 15 points.
I don't believe you can get 5 points, actually.
Well, you get a point for winning a hole.
Right, and then if you win the match, you get an additional point. Now, if you split the match, it's 4.5, because it's 9 holes.
Yeah, so if we won 4 holes, the worst we do is 4 and 2. Then we get a point for winning the match. That'd be 5 points.
Okay, that's enough points.
And I think, I'll be honest with you, the math is just not right.
No.
But I don't have the energy or interest, and I know the audience has even less energy or interest for the correction process.
They're thinking pizza and wings.
Let's just win 21 points tomorrow.
That's comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, that would be...
That's winning every hole.
Well, again, it's not. But the nice thing is it would be a nice performance. If we did have 21 points, we would have had a nice day.
Winning every hole would be 27 points, right?
And then
a point for win, so you'd be up to 30.
Doug, are you interested in playing with me this weekend?
Well, the way I look...
I think I understand the point
The
system.
way I understand it, you get a point for winning the hole.
And you're playing 27
And then you get
holes.
a point. You get a point
if you win the match.
Right.
Well, I thought we were only playing 18 holes tomorrow.
27.
6.
They can get a hand-hit card to the old guy in the black shirt tomorrow, and that dude's gonna be gone.
No, we're only playing 18 holes tomorrow.
We're playing 27 holes tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
27 holes tomorrow.
I thought we played.
A point for each hole.
I thought we played.
If you win the match, another point. 30 points possible.
I thought we played 3 6-hole matches tomorrow.
We play 3 9-hole matches tomorrow.
Oh, 9-hole matches. No, I thought we played everybody.
Nobody understands match play but Tim.
I thought we played everybody for 6 holes.
Nope.
No, then my math is off because I thought we were only playing 6-hole matches.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna make birdies and pars and just let Tim add.
Okay.
Caller Ellen says she'd rather listen to Mike Francis count the number of bowls.
Then what?
That's a great clip, too.
Then what?
Then listen to your point breakdown.
No, Plowsy was eating chicken wings. Maybe that's it. I got no food. I have no food in front of me. So.
I got 2 huge boxes.
There's a whole piece. I saw Patrico, King Scott, Tim Convey of the Courtney Show, and Moon, all on the commercial break. Rare time where we are in the commercial break time. And I said, have at it, boys. Have at it, boys.
Well, they must have taken it because there's no pizza box.
Is there?
It's here. It's right behind
you got it.
I got some pizza here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's no boxes back there.
No, we brought it in.
They probably took it to give away as one of their gifts today for their app thing.
Oh, no! Radio Wars.
Today we're giving away pizza from Felix's.
Radio Wars. Guys, if this worn-out condom says tomorrow one more time, that's from Dave in St. Peter's, and Doug, you're aware he doesn't have an iron.
And I'll say tomorrow, so what are you going to do now?
Iggy is so nervous about this tournament, he can't do math. That's from the 8:30.
It's not math. It's how many holes we were playing. I thought we played
There's a lot
3
of bowl
6-hole matches.
There are. You know how many bowl games there are? I mean, it is amazing how many there are now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go. That's a treat for you.
There you go, LZ. That's better than what you said. That's better than
Counting the points. The point system. Trying to figure out the points.
Well, now I know it. If I know we play 3 9-hole matches, the most points you can win tomorrow is 30.
A 6-hole match where you could finish 3-3.
I don't know. Well, 9 you could finish 4-4-1 and tie.
My favorite was, I want to get 12. What?
All right, tomorrow I want to get 30. How about that? I think that's how many you can get tomorrow.
There you go.
There are 30 points up for snatch grabs tomorrow.
If we got all 30, we could just take Saturday off.
You think that?
Oh yeah, it's what won our pod last year.
Doug, do you have the numbers from the West
because
Pro member guest?
I just don't care, fellas.
I would like to know. Give you kind of a number to shoot at.
Well, I mean, we're in a different flight with different people. You're not going to get to see Bo House this year.
I know. I miss Bo.
How many autographs and pictures do you think you'll be signing and taking this evening?
Too many.
None, because none of those Westboro people know who I am.
No.
Usually the people
They know you, but they don't know me. I'm incognito out there. I'm not big in the country club scene.
I thought you were at St. Louis Country Club.
Well, when I worked out there, I didn't want anybody to know who I was because I was in the paper.
Didn't you bang someone with that? No, that might have been the Breckenridge. I think I was wrong on that. Sorry.
Who?
That's Chase Richards in the hot tub.
Yeah, I might have.
He had a lot of style, that guy.
Chase Richards, yeah, that was my bad.
Very stylish.
Orson Woods Wacko is not happy with the conversation. Are you kidding me? Do you have dementia? You played in this last year. Good luck, Tim, with this guy. You might as well play alone. It's not a pod, dummy. It's a flight. The Orson Woods Wacko loaded for bear.
Well, you know what I meant, didn't you? Look, I just played golf. I told Tim, just tell me when I get a pop. I can't figure it out. When do I get a pop? Yeah. It's 90%.
Doug, and yet you weren't there and you figured it out.
Well, it seemed pretty easy, but this was fun with aneurysms.
No. Tim will tell me, all right, you get a pop on this hole. Just let me know when I get a pop, because I'll probably play, instead of trying to make a miraculous 3-wood, maybe I had 5-wood, and I hopefully get up and down for bogey. That's a par. I play differently when I know I'm getting a pop.
I would have kind of liked you to not know any of this and go out there, talk
Just
to
be
your opponents about
confused.
these 6-hole matches, and then them look confused.
Yeah, after 6 holes, I start shaking their hands. Were you leaving? No, the match is over. No, we got 3 more holes left.
Oh, my word. Stratum Structural Systems, when it's this hot, you got to be working. Boy, Beer Cats is active.
Yeah.
You got to be working with Matt Ford and Brett Groman at Stratum Structural Systems, known for their integrity and authority with over 5 decades of combined structural experience in basement waterproofing and foundation repair. For basement crack repair, for foundation peering, for settling homes, for bowing or rotating wall repairs, for basement waterproofing services like sump pumps, interior and exterior drainage solutions, egress window installation, concrete leveling, downspout extensions. It's Stratum Structural Systems. When you call 314-620-8153, let them know you are a TMA listener, and you get $100 off your repair project. And when the weather is this hot, people have foundation peering issues. That's where Matt Ford and Brett Groman and their staff can take care of you. Stratum Structural Systems, online at stratumrepair.com. Doug, what about Ryan Kelly? I've got him as the homeloanexpert.com.
That's exactly who and where he is. You know, the housing market has started to cool, but inventory is still low, and houses are selling fast, fast, fast. You need to get pre-approved today with the Home Loan Expert. If you are in the market to buy a new home, the Home Loan Expert has lower rates, loan programs for almost everyone, and a 10-day closing guarantee. The Home Loan Expert will have you ready to close when the perfect home hits the market. Maybe you're looking to refi, get locked in today. The rates are a 1/4 point lower than the national average. The Home Loan Expert doesn't just talk lower rates, they have them. Don't hold off any longer to get your cash out on a cash out refi. Pay off those high interest credit cards. You do not need that kind of debt if you can refinance and pay it off. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com, home with a 10-day closing guarantee. For a new buy or a refi on your mortgage, Ryan Kelly. His loan rates and his service make the other lenders jelly. Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com.
That was nice. I like a jingle. I bet Ryan loves a jingle. There it is, Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Today's show is a Friday show, and that means we are having our last show of the week, even though it is Thursday, and that means it's time for the Bertarelli Cutlery Cuts of the Week.
Cuts of the Week are brought to you by Bertarelli Cutlery. Visit them on the Hill or online at bertarellico.com. Cut 1.
John Kioski has a great office.
Let's do it. Mount Rushmore of offices at Hubbard.
John has a great office.
You spend a lot of time in there?
I was in there the other day.
Were you really?
Last week. I only went in there because I went in by mistake.
That was the studio?
He's wandering around like that mob boss in New York, just wandering around and going into... How do you even get over? I mean, that is so far off the path. I'm surprised you know where it is.
I didn't know it was his office.
So why were you over there?
Well, I had a meeting with Jonda about the about Blue Chew. And we're going to talk to the sales.
They said they wanted the live reads to go to 10 minutes.
I said that 8 minutes isn't enough. We need more.
Blue Chew?
And I walked in and I just sat down and
It's not the room.
John walked in and goes, "Hey, buddy, need anything?" I said, "Yeah, we'll just have a conference call." In here? I go, John just said in the conference, "It's next door. This is my office."
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Almighty.
Squatting in there.
We had a good run.
Market manager's office, and Iggy's just hanging out in there. It's like the Watergate break-in. He got caught.
I'm not familiar with everything back there.
It's clearly an office. There's a desk. There's family pictures.
I know, but maybe that was where we're having the conference call.
John's like, let me double-check the TMA downloads again.
Maybe we were using John's office for the conference call. I didn't know.
So everyone else was in the conference room waiting for you.
It was just then I walked. He told me where it was. I walked in. She goes, "Oh, there you go. Where you been?" I was in John's office. That's where we're having the call.
Cut.
2.
Do you guys win something for getting the number of entries higher than Riz's show?
I don't think so.
I think as a station we get some cash to deck out our studio, I think.
Oh, we do?
Our new studio, by the way, looks beautiful.
I was going to say, because Iggy's like pushing it every day, like in a weird way.
Well, it's bragging rights. It's not a weird way. If you're playing against 5 other radio stations, you're trying to win.
No, there's no way it's just bragging rights. You're definitely getting something out of it.
What do you care? What do you care what we get out of it? You're getting something out of it. The listeners get something out of it.
Dude, you push it like so hard every day, and
because I want to win. I have pride in this station. Or the show. I mean, our show is the station, so I'm proud of our show. I would like to beat the other stations.
Plowsy just said you guys win something, so it's not just prize.
I said you win cash to like deck out your studio.
I don't know if we win anything. I know our listeners win something if they win. I don't know if we win anything. Pride.
In the air, left field, and gone.
Yeah, okay.
Did you find anything about that Cheryl Dilcher thing?
I'm not going to...
Cut.
3.
I said it.
That might have been my bad on that one.
And he said, "I think we got somebody going on at 5 o'clock. Other than that, nothing." I said, "Because Skip and I are going to come out. I just want to kind of maybe go to 1 and drop some balls 100 yards out and work our way in." He goes, "Yeah, no problem." Okay. So we got out there, and I said, "Is there anybody on the first tee?" He goes, "No, there's a group that should be on the green by now, but, Fish may be out there messing around, but..."
Fish.
You're good.
Rob Fisher, Dr. Football.
Oh.
He said, "You're good." So we get in a cart, and there's nobody in the fairway. So we go to about 100 yards, and there's 4 guys on the green. So we just wait till they're done. And then I start hitting a couple pitching wedge from about 100 yards
Well,
out.
sure you did.
And all of a sudden, some guy starts yelling.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Who are you?
He's way over in like the 18th fairway, playing 1.
Who is this guy?
And I said, and Skip was very nice. Skip goes, "Sorry, we didn't know there was anybody in the hole. Come on up." And he's still yelling.
Oh.
Skip said, "We're sorry, we didn't see you out there." I said, "He better shut up because you're being nice, but I'm not going to pretty soon."
Oh, no. You don't want to draw your ire.
Here we go.
Not a man of your stature.
So he
Not to
hits.
be
He
messed
just
with.
shanks one across the fairway into the rough. And then he stops and looks at us. "What are you doing?" Skip said, "We're very sorry. We didn't know you were over there. They told us the fairway was open, so we just came out here to practice." "That's what the range is for."
Oh.
I said, "Hit your damn ball."
Now he's going too far.
You said that with a straight face.
So he hits his ball, shanks one over the green.
Who was this guy?
Goes and gets his ball. We figure he's going to 2. He gets in his car, comes back and drives right up to us. "Didn't you see me?" I said, "Oh my God, man. Are you listening to him? We didn't know you were there." I said, "Why don't you go play 2 or just leave? We're not harming you." And then Skip's being nice again. Skip says, "Sir, we really are sorry. We didn't know you were there. We're just practicing. We'll go to the range. I've been here for 40 years. I said, "I don't care. I've been here for 10 minutes. I'm hitting balls. I don't care what you do."
That's right.
Hey, it's going to be a short show today, folks, if we keep up with these calls.
Cut.
I'll leave it at the 4.
Well, my number 1 roster I should have picked.
Built-in excuse for everything.
Not even
excuse.
Thursday, and he's already ready to lose.
No, I mean, I like the roster. I mean, I'll give you my 3 if Tim can.
No, we don't want to hear all 3.
Well,
We
Tim
don't.
can critique it if you want. I mean, how long is it going to take me to read 6 names?
But no one's interested.
A lot of people play my team.
Nobody plays your team. Nobody.
Which means you'll never win a lot of
No
money.
one does.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Which I won't. If I won, I'd split with 30 people.
Read them. Don't do it.
Here's my little rough.
Don't read the names. We don't want to hear them.
This is only my $1 team. I played 2 $5
Nobody cares. Nobody plays him. Don't do it.
Kim?
Don't do it.
Tim, let me know.
Don't do this.
Kim.
Do it.
I heard Kim.
We don't care.
Go down some plate.
Keegan Bradley.
We don't care. Nobody cares.
Sam Burns.
Let me read you my entire fantasy
Corey
baseball
Connors.
team. That'll be interesting.
Joaquin Neiman, Louis Oosthuizen, Jordan
Max
Spieth.
Muncy. I've got who else? I've got
Spieth and
Anthony
Neiman
Rizzo.
combo. I really like that roster.
And then my final roster.
Yeah,
This was my favorite roster. I wish I could have played. I should
I'd
have
like
picked
to
this
see
one.
him
Friday.
get hot.
Berger, Finau, Fitzpatrick,
Gorman, Bader,
Sanjay M,
Peterson,
Davis Riley, Xander
Vaughn,
Schauffele.
Baez, Crawford.
There you go. Hope you
I like your roster
wrote those
one
down.
with Neiman Spieth.
God bless it.
So I'll cash those 2, and the one I won't cash is the one that I won against you.
And those were the cuts of the week.
I don't know how all these little special 2-second pauses
Cut it out of there.
sprinkled in there. So I have no idea how that happened.
All right.
But,
Doug, the editing has been a problem on the program for a while.
You almost get the feeling it was slapped together at the last minute.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was outstanding.
That was on me.
Okay.
But we'll get better, Doug.
Yeah, you'll get some touch, some little finesse around the edges.
I haven't done that job enough. So
No,
get me
you're new.
a little bit more comfortable in the position.
Yeah.
I can't even sit because I got 2 ginormous pizza boxes. I'm like,
You taking them both home with you?
No, I'm just taking probably gonna try to cut that one in half.
Yeah.
They're big boy pieces, man.
Yeah, they are.
Chris Nagel has par number 14, and he is at 1 over through 5 holes. Number 17 and 18 are expected to be gettable, along with 5, 7, and 8. 10 is a brutal golf hole, and so him bogeying that isn't a big deal. I think that'll be pretty common this week. So there it is, an update on Michael Wellington, and the TMA hat has made the broadcast. Somebody sent me a screenshot of it. It has made the broadcast. So, Doug, I would expect that to lead to a lot more ladies interested in this show.
And fabulous riches for all of us.
I agree.
I saw Roderick McRib. I think he's 2 under.
Yeah, Rory's on a heater.
He is on.
He's on a mission to just shame Greg Norman to oblivion, I think.
First round leader. If it's Rory, drinks on me, boys.
That's
Oh, did you bet it?
Oh yeah.
What'd you bet?
A unit and a half, and it was plus 1875.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean,
Doug, unit and a half.
Bro.
What's a unit and a half?
Pretty good.
It's my unit of betting.
How much is that?
$10.
$10 and a half.
So 15 on it.
Okay.
Listen,
It sounds more impressive when you say a whole unit and a half.
Right, but then you had to poke and prod.
I thought your unit
ruined
would be
it.
50, so I was thinking 75 bet.
Doug's poking and prodding a
Bill's
unit
today.
again?
Yeah, Doug always prodding my unit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You know what?
bad boys,
Good
bad
shorts for prodding a unit are Mugsy shorts.
Oh,
I would think so.
Billy.
Because they fit so nice, they don't ride up inside of you. They hug your thigh like a lovely friend. an
Kind of
old
shorts
friend.
you'd wear to a major tournament.
Right, exactly. Because if it's hot out there, let me tell you something about Mugsy. They're breathable and they're super, super comfortable on top of just being great-looking shorts. And they don't have just shorts. They got pants, chinos, jeans, joggers, swim trunks without the netting. They got that form-fitting liner, so it's much more comfortable. They look great from the clubhouse to the couch. If you're playing golf this weekend, you can wear your Mugsies out on the course, then go home to watch the U.S. Open in the same exact shorts, and you'll be just as comfortable in both places.
I would think so.
That's what Mugsy does for you. So head to Mugsy.com, use the promo code TMA for 10% off your order at Mugsy. You'll be really happy you did it because you're going to be the owner of a great pair of shorts or pants that look great, great colors, but also feel so great. Free your balls once and for all with Mugsy.com. Go to Mugsy.com, use promo code TMA for 10% off your order. It's Mugsy.com.
And Centric, a new sponsor here on TMA. Ziggy stretches into the microphone.
Did I?
While we pay our bills and salaries. Sorry to inconvenience you with the business model. So the summer heat is here, and that makes it the perfect time to train for a new career, one that gets you out of the weather and into a career you will love. IT and Centric can train you for that career in IT in just 4 months. Want a career with unlimited opportunity? That's IT. Want a career where you can work from home? That's IT. Want a career where you don't give an F whether it rains or it's sunny, 99 degrees, IT and Centric can make that happen for you. Even if you have no IT experience, if you're not happy with your job, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today, and he'll walk you through Centric's hands-on program and show you how they help get you started in your new IT career. Then the only time you'll have to worry about the weather is when you have baseball tickets. So call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. CENTRIQ.com/STL. Technology is the future. St. Louis Centric can make it your future. We have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day coming up in a matter of moments here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. And once again, we are off tomorrow, best of, and then back live on Monday when we will be doing the TMA Trivia ticket sale, which will start at 8 a.m. And that's taking place at St. Gabriel's, with portions of the proceeds going to benefit Friends of Kids with Cancer. And that will go on sale at 8 a.m. July 23rd. Friends of Kids with Cancer, our charity partner on that. Let's see. Bold strategy by Jackson trying to turn what would be 1 cranberry vodka for girls at Soulard bars who won't go home with him into 3 cranberry vodkas for girls who still won't go home with him. That's from Hall of Famer Carlos Spicy.
Gotta shoot the score.
This third producer can't edit his own show but wants to tell The Rock how to run his XFL operation. Can I get pork rinds talking more space on TMA all day? Thanks, that's from King Fupa.
I think that's a stretch comparing an XFL, franchise to my editing skills for a Cuts of the Week.
Yeah. Well, at least you're the third producer now.
Who's the pork rind?
Yeah, you're a pork rind and the third producer. It used to be me. I guess it's you now.
Yeah.
That's fine. The Dome sucks, and the XFL could be played.
Unless he thought I was editing it, so that's he's still talking about me.
Beer Cat's not happy with the show. Please shut him up. I'd rather listen to space talk or more lies about all the people who pee on each other at the beach from jellyfish things.
Do people really not like the space talk? I love it.
Oh, it's great.
And this Iggy tough guy story from the golf course was bad enough the first time. Didn't need a 5-minute replay in the cuts. Jesus, that's from Beer Cats. This Beer Cats Doug is just not supportive.
Why don't you go listen to something else?
He got
Seriously, why don't you go find another station?
You've had it now.
Stop listening. Stop texting in. Just go find some other station. Why don't you do your own podcast? Hey, everybody, Beer Cats from the Beaver today. We've got ravioli. Come on down. I'll be bussing your table.
This is a menu rating.
Who would the first guest be? Probably Johnny Johnson.
Yeah, Pally.
Stephen Wildwood.
He couldn't get a guest. He has no friends.
Oh, Doug, it's just really gotten rough.
Yeah, it really has.
You gotta look in the mirror sometimes.
Someone has to.
Or 2 mirrors.
I'm sorry it's come to this between the two of you.
Beer Cats from the Beaver. It didn't really sound like him either. It sounded like an older gentleman in the South. Maybe like a guy who was voicing over Ken Burns' Civil War documentary.
I don't know.
Playing the role of Robert E. Lee.
Who was the guy with the Red Hawk report?
Oh, Ron Hines.
Oh, kind of sounded like him.
Ron Hines with the Red Hawk report. Lady Red Hawks ventured down to Murray State, came back with 2 wins out of 3, and now they're headed back to the Cape. I'm Ron Hines. This has been your Red Hawk report. And we ran it every day.
Report.
We did. We ran it every day.
Well, they were paying.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially it.
Yeah, it was
we were at
that was their
1380.
sponsor.
I don't know. I actually don't know how many salespeople were there, but it was on the lower end of the spectrum, and so anybody who wanted to pay,
welcome.
Well, come on in, friends.
Red Hawk report. We'll take it.
And it would just be him reading the score from the night before.
Yeah, and it did sound like from his basement.
And that's what Beer Cats would sound like.
For once, I agree with Iggy. Beer Cats is a huge douche. Anyone who talks about themselves in the third person is an asshat. That's from the 314. I didn't know he talked about him in the third person. Who knew?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
And when he does these broadcasts from the Beaver, is that the Angry Beaver downtown?
I don't know where it's at. Angry Beaver.
Yeah, it's right by.
That's where he works.
Right by Busch Stadium.
And Broadway Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
All right, it's Wednesday. That means meatloaf here at the Beaver.
Good podcast.
Chef Johnny Johnson
I'd listen to this.
Yeah, it's like Douglas with a schedule reading.
Chef Johnny Johnson's come up with his mother's meatloaf recipe today. $8.95. You get some mashed taters and green beans.
We need a charcoal report.
Pally behind the bar. Come on by. I'll be busting your table if you spill anything.
So this guy who busses tables at the Angry Beaver now has a podcast about it.
Well,
don't put any.
Do something other than listen to the show. Go do something yourself. You think you're so entertaining.
Yeah.
Nice. See how many people. Why don't you do one and see how many people download your podcast?
You're really letting him have it right now.
He's pissed now.
And he's loaded for bear. Doug, he's got his Irish up just in time for tea time.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's going to be great.
It's going to go until.
I'm going to think of Bearcats every time I hit. It was going to smash the ball. Wow. No, you're never in my mind.
Now you used to be a big fan, right, of his wife?
Well, they're all Wisconsin players.
Snapchats from
that one up.
Was that Jay?
Leave it at that. Just.
Guys, this is Dr. Red Duke. Thanks. It's from Colorado.
I'm Dr. Red Duke.
That commercial's hilarious. He's just riding a horse.
I'm Dr. Red Duke.
Jackson, I see a million emails, but I only see 2 that made it to the filtered files.
Yeah, your eyes aren't deceiving you, Tim.
What in the world happened?
Just here. Well, let me take care of that real quick for you.
Now we're down to 1.
Well, yeah.
I just deleted 17 of them.
Wow.
You deleted 17
What was
emails?
going on? Too long? Too vile? What?
14 of them were from like the past 3 days. I didn't do a sweep in a while, but other ones are either too bad, too vile, venturing into things you don't really talk about. So that's what we got. I mean, if you got time, you got like a minute to send in one if you want.
Okay.
Otherwise, I mean, the 2 we got in there, rock solid.
Yeah, I don't think we need any more. I think 2 is fine.
What time do we tee off today?
12:50.
12:50?
Yeah.
Oh, I got time to go home. Whatever.
Masturbation station. Yeah,
Yeah, jerk it.
That's how you relieve the nerves. He gets off a 9 and just goes to the bathroom.
How are you boys? I'd be drinking so much water, it'd be crazy.
Oh, yeah, I would have 3 bottles in my car at all.
There'll be Timmy 2 gloves out there.
Yeah. Did you get the second glove?
They still haven't come in. I guess I'll have to stop by the pro shop or something.
For the sweat?
Yeah, I play with 2 gloves. I got used to doing it down in Florida. Timmy 2 gloves. I really recommend it when it's this hot and you're playing, because you can deal with the club slipping on your right hand, assuming you're right-handed.
And all the black that gets on your hand, the non-glove hand.
Yeah.
That's why I got the white tour wrap.
That tour wrap that Iggy just got.
Beer Cats is issuing a statement.
Okay.
I have never talked about myself in the third person. Get bent, you dork.
I haven't heard that in a minute.
Well, he's from the east side. That's just making the rounds there.
And now this guy that Beer Cats has called you dork has just sent in a screenshot of him posting 3 years ago today. A fantasy football expert and a Hall of Fame porn star met Beer Cats, and it's a post from Beer Cats on the fan page in which he did call himself Beer Cats in the third person. So now
it's in your court, douche.
I knew it was good.
Balls in your court, douche.
Okay, don't say that about him.
A third email is now made to the filtered file.
Okay.
Guys, I just saw the TMA hat at the U.S. Open. This is so awesome. That's from Cuck Supreme. I wonder if it was a different one other than Wellington's.
Who's got the early coverage?
It was on Peacock when I was watching this morning at 5:45. Now I think it's on the Golf Channel. I think
they're going.
Nagel parred 15. He's heading to 16 at 1 over par. Doug, there are tick-tock, tick-tock. Well, whoever's in last, Sepp Straka is tied for 75th.
That bastard.
Yep, there he is, +6. Siwoo shaking that ass is 6 over. God, I actually have Troy Merritt on a couple rosters. He's 6 over. So 79 golfers still out there. I guess that makes sense. That's the early wave. And I would say 12 golfers are under par. 12 of 79.
Okay.
I guess I would put him like middle of the pack, +1.
He's tied for 29th.
A little better.
Straka is tied for 75th.
Yeah, a little better than that.
So we'll see what happens.
Bastard Seb Straka.
Just keep making pars.
Note, Kisner's 3 over. Cam Young's 2 over. Zalatoris is back to 2 over. Henley was leading. The hell did he do? Back-to-back bogeys? Oh, and a double. Oh, yeah, man. And Sebastian Munoz with the leaderboard. He's one over. Boy, this sounds like that's kind of going to be the way this works. This isn't going to be like Augusta, where you maybe lose a stroke. There's going to be implosions, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. Cam Young had eight pars, and I think he had a double bogey on a par 3.
Nagel can just get in 1 over par.
That's why Wellington said, I mean, this is getting into golf nerddom, but just for a 10-second observation, he said, well, Nagel's not a guy who's going to go 25 under. He's a guy who has course management and who, he's able to avoid bogeys, which is one of the most important stats for U.S. Open players. Koepka is great at that, even though he's, so damn angry out there. But he manages it, and Xander Schauffele's really effective at that too. But I mean, people know those guys. Nobody knows Nagel, and that's what he does. So maybe it will play to his advantage. We shall see. All right, hold on. Chris Raby just texted in. Iggy, any more room for sponsors on your bag this weekend, or are you full with Beyondo's, rocket ships, Trash Fish, boner pills, AJGA, and Pornhub? That's from Chris Raby.
You stick whatever you want on my bag.
That's what all the.
What are you promoting?
Said, just stick whatever you want on my bag. I love a guy, the NASCAR style.
Can you imagine if he had sponsors on his bag for something that like 100 people maybe care about,
but nobody will see.
Got a Pornhub tour bag. That was.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day.
All right.
Delicious. That comes from Guy.
That's the email?
I read what Jackson puts in the
That's one of the 2?
Perhaps it's Guy.
Now we're up to 3.
Oh, well, that...
Guy. He's new.
I've been watching some U.S. Open coverage this morning, and one thing really has my dander up. The broadcast keeps referring to the country club as a property. It's just a golf course! Stop with this property crap. Yeah. Ooh, it was built in the 1800s. Do you think I give a damn? No. Just show me close-up shots of Rory McIlroy's tight pant, specifically his crotch. Give the viewers what we want. Zoom in on Rahm's plump dumper so I can get aroused. I want my entire screen filled with nothing but rear ends of professional golfers. My parents spend their hard-earned money for charter so I can steal their login. And I'm forced to hear about a quaint little par 3, just classic New England golf architecture. I don't care about it.
No.
I want boy butts, and I want them now. Good luck on your matches this weekend, Iggy and Tim. Much like Charlton Heston dining at the Breckenridge, maybe you could just put a big velvet rope around your golf cart to alert the spectators that you guys are big stars and everyone just needs to keep their distance. That's from the JV Golf Coach.
Yeah. JV Golf Coach.
And finally, my boyfriend Simon, his wife, and I have decided to take a break from the duty play for a while after a bad experience after eating some minced over sole fish sticks at Wentzville's fanciest restaurant. On this night, we would decide to do a little TMA role play. I would be playing the role of Jackson, the strapping young hunk. Simon would be Iggy, and Simon's wife would be Dua Lipa.
That's a good one.
Simon took his place lying on the bed wearing nothing but his giant glasses and baggy tube socks. Then Simon's wife and I took our positions. Doug, is it still considered a daisy chain if I was faking mouth play on Simon's wife? Gotta scoot. That's from Doug's microphone shadow. And Doug, that's what we have for our design here.
I love having
heating and
two.
cooling.
I'm going to suspend Doug's microphone shadow. I didn't care for it.
They may win.
Doug's microphone shadow has been suspended. Suspended a period of 2 days' time. His name right now is going to the STLTaxLawyer.com suspension logule. Thank you, Mark Milton. You'll be saying to the IRS, I'm not guilty. I'm with Milty. I'm voting for the JV Golf Coach.
You had me at so I'm going to go with Guy.
I'm going to go with the JV Golf Coach. You have shipped the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Time for us to shut it down. Jackson and I are going to head down the hallway and talk it over on 101 ESPN for an hour, and then Iggy and I will head to the course, Doug. And I will, what do you want me to text you after every hole or after every 3 holes?
Every shot, please.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to do that.
Why don't we just Facebook Live it? You can watch, Doug.
Plowhawk.
I just think internet capability.
Yeah, with all the crowd, with the gallery sizes.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of just dead nothing.
Follow along at TMA_STL as we will nitwit around all weekend as we try to win 12 points tomorrow out of a possible 30.
That's the over-under. That's maybe not the goal.
I better figure out how many. Where are you going? We're done. No, we still have 18 more holes to play.
For the Plowhawk, for Action Jackson, for Kenneth Iggy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Elvin Vaughn, I'm Tim McKernan. This closes out the Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville.